Lurching closer toward the midway point of this NFL season, and we're underway on EA Sports.
From a yard or two deep, here comes the return. And he'll be brought down right on the chalk of the 20.
So out comes this offense to take over for the first time. And we get a glance at their leader in the huddle, the veteran, in his 9th season now in the league.
And what I loved about meeting with him before the game was talking to a guy who takes ownership of his performance. 2 touchdowns, 2 interceptions last week, but all he focused on was the loss, okay? And he did say, if I change my stats a little bit, not necessarily for me to look better, but that'll help my team.
They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. That's into the hands of Edwards. And he'll get this up to the 30-yard line. 11 yards there on the first play from scrimmage.
Well, that certainly has to feel good. It's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice first down. Drive keeps moving.
Oh, they're going to run a little pop pass here.
And out of bounds on the other side of midfield at the 45. 25 yards that time.
Just a simple tap pass, but it pays off in a big way.
And sometimes the simple stuff causes the most problems for a defense because there's a breakdown in communication there. When that receiver goes behind the line of scrimmage and it looks like he's going in motion, someone either has to go with him or he has to be passed off to another defender. Somehow they didn't get that communicated well, and it turned into a nice play.
On second down, it's Jones. And very little there. He might have gotten a yard. Yeah, I think he got a yard to the 41. On third down, he'll drop to throw. Being chased out left. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. He couldn't get away there on third down. The pressure too much, and he's sacked for a loss of 12.
It always helps for a visiting team to come in and set the tone on defense. In fact, when we talked with them prior to the game, they said they wanted this home crowd to feel like they had to hide their valuables when they were in town.
Well, the home crowd quiet now early. See if their offense can take over and get some points on the board. And they'll send out their punter now. As the first drive of the game stalls out, he's on to punt. This is away, but boy, headed straight for the sidelines. And this is going to be ruled out, I think, just inside the 20. Yes, it will. Side judge calls it at the 19-yard line. So out comes this offense to take over for the first time. And they will be led out by their rookie quarterback.
And you've got to think that they've got to be feeling pretty fresh. You know, coming off of the open week, didn't have to play, right? Gives them a chance to rest up a little bit, heal some of those aches and pains, and excited about playing again. That really rekindles things a little bit. I want to see how they come out and establish themselves here early.
And that bye week coming right where they want it in the middle of the schedule. And he is brought down at the 22 after a gain of 2, and it brings up second down. Off the play fake, Clinton. And his throw's going to be incomplete. So the failure to connect on second down, that leaves him staring up here at a 3rd and 8. Throwing there, but this pass is going to wind up incomplete. They bring their punter out there now as he's on to punt for the first time this afternoon. It's a 45-yard punt, just a 1-yard return. And they will take over 1st and 10. Back onto the field comes this offense, ready for their second drive.
The defense got the better of them last series, forcing a punt. See if they make a few changes in the game plan here and try to get points out of this drive. 1st and 10.
And this is going to be caught, but they'll say out of bounds. So it's incomplete. And 2nd and 10, he'll look to throw again. Sideline throw, it's complete. And a nice job there of keeping the toes inbounds. They'll drop to throw. And a quick throw here that's complete. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. That's good for 9 yards as they convert on the third down play.
Would it be safe to say that as precise as routes are supposed to be run in the NFL, maybe they're not quite as precise in college ball?
That's accurate, yeah.
And I think we saw a college route in the NFL there. Just find the soft spot, find the dead zone, and find the first down. And that's what he just did.
Now a play fake here on first down. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And this will be scooped up by the defense. And he's going to bring the fumble back for a touchdown. And Charles, look at the big fella. What a rumble that was. Not only to scoop it, but then take it the rest of the way for the touchdown.
And now you know they're going to have to hear about it from now on. The defensive backs, he's going to want to run with them, do their drills, the whole deal. He thinks he's the pace setter now.
It doesn't matter what happens in practice this week, he's smiling. Out comes the kicking team here for the extra point. He hasn't missed an extra point all season, and he won't miss this one either, and it's 7-0. The scoop and score, always an exciting play in football, and we witnessed it there, grabbing it off the ground and then rumbling it into the end zone for 6. So here's the kickoff now as they'll get it again following that fumble return for a score.
And there will not be a return here. It's a touchback, and it'll come out to the 25-yard line. Portland's offense now about set to take over. It's their third drive now, and so far we've seen a punt. In that second drive, CD, they turned the ball over, so not the start that they were envisioning.
Yeah, they've been ineffective so far, but look, they've worked on a game plan all week long. Don't get away from it too soon. Find a way to get some significant gains, loosen up, get going, and then they should be okay the rest of the way.
2nd and 1. He's going to loft one deep left side here. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down. They tried to throw on 2nd down, unsuccessful. Now it's 3rd and 1. They'll try and run for it with Jones. And he's going to have the first down yardage to the 35.
Well, that was big right there because they're the bottom 5 in the league in converting on 3rd down. They needed that pickup in a big way.
There were 2 things they said they wanted to win in this game. One, the turnover battle, and the second, 3rd down conversions. So they got one there. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. And they'll keep on the ground with Jones. And this defense not giving him anything there. Maybe a yard up to the 36. 2nd and 9 now. Drops it underneath for Reese. And this winds up a gain of 4 to the 41. They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks. Now back to throw. He's got his receiver, Cooper. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. Portland football here, ready to begin the 2nd quarter. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. They go back to the ground with Jones. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up. Here's 2nd and 8. Throwing over the middle, and it's incomplete. In search of 8 yards on 3rd down. They've already converted 2 of these on this drive, 2 for 2. Looking for Cooper, that's complete. And he'll be stopped at the 27-yard line, well short of the first down marker. Short completion, just 4 yards, and it'll be 4th down.
Brandon, a good idea there on 3rd down. Run a little clear out and hope you can get your receiver the ball coming across the formation. Nice design, but well played defensively, and they stop him well short.
On 4th down, Mike Vrabel says, let's get 3 out of this. He sends on the field goal unit. This from 44 yards out, left hash. And his kick is good. And they are on the board, but still trailing. It's 7-3.
So that kick gives them their first points of the game, CD. And it comes on the 3rd drive, but hopefully for them that's a spark that gets that offense going.
Yeah, and I would say if you're the offensive play caller, as you look at your sheet, you're trying to find that part on there that unlocks bigger points. They've struggled with a few drives so far. Finally got 3 out of it. How do you find the end zone? That's what he's searching for now.
Chicago works their way back onto the field here for their 2nd drive of the game.
Coming off every player's friend, the open week from last weekend.
Oh, there's no doubt about that. Even if you're coming off of a loss as they did, the open week is exactly what you need after you kind of get over it a little bit, right? Rest up the mind, rest up the body, get yourself ready to go. And they have to be eager to play again, especially since they lost the last time out.
When a draw works, it can be a thing of beauty. But when it doesn't, oh, it can be ugly. And in this case, loss of yardage ugly.
First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12.
From the gun, he'll hand this off.
And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line. 3rd down, now even tougher. 3rd and 13 after that loss of a yard.
I think it might be time to move to a different section of the playbook there because back-to-back runs, both for loss. Now they have 3rd and long coming up.
So time to start going in the other direction as they come up now 3rd and long. Operating from the gun, Clinton. And that will be incomplete. And on now is the punter as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. Now a fair catch signaled for and made right about the 43-yard line. They'll call that a 33-yard punt with no return.
And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over.
Good starting field position for them as they come up 1st and 10 at their own 43. They'll try and start this drive in the air. He finds his man, complete. That's Edwards.
And they're going to get this up to midfield. Three yards remain for 2nd down.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw.
It's Edwards again.
And he's got this down a yard or two shy of the 40 before he's out of bounds. He's up over 50 yards receiving now in this first half. It's a 1st down. He'll look to throw. He's got the connection to Cooper. And they'll be stopped at the 28 on a play that started at the 14. They pick up 14.
I got a kick out of that one, partner. You and I talk often about trying to hide receivers in certain situations, but a guy of his size, can't really hide him. But the tight end drag route, definitely an effective way to sneak him across the formation for an easy completion and a 1st down.
They'll look to throw again. Drops it to Jones in the flat. And he's going to be stopped up right at the line of scrimmage. An inside give to Jones. And he'll go down right on the edge of the red zone following a pickup of about 7 or 8.
That's a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
They'll come to the line, needing only 2 yards to gain the first here.
They'll go to the air here on 3rd and 2. This will be caught inside the 10. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
A field goal helps, but a touchdown gets you the lead. That had to be the message transmitted in the huddle. And they delivered there as that throw is going to keep the drive alive. And even better than that, set them up with a 1st and goal.
They'll look to throw. And he's got it. Nice gain of 8 that time, and it's 2nd and goal. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. And it's caught. Touchdown. A great effort there. His first touchdown on the year.
And the Riverhogs have taken the lead.
Extra point right down the middle. And the lead is now 10-7. So that drive goes 8 plays. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And he won't return this one. He'll go down to a knee, and they'll start at the 25. And now Chicago getting ready to go as they take the field.
There was still more than a minute to go in the half. Time to try to mount a drive.
And I would think that they would have to. This is today's NFL. You got to push it whenever you get an opportunity. You can never have enough points with the high-powered offenses that you face. And analytics will tell you, try and score when given the opportunity.
Now the offense going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime.
At the 23, it's 2nd and 12.
Off play action. Clinton. And he'll just get rid of it. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down.
And here's a handoff out of the gun.
And he'll be brought down at the 28, and that is well short of the 1st. Now a timeout called for by the defense as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. So they bring out their punter as he's on to punt for Chicago. He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. Oh, look at the juke. 31 yards on the punt there. And out will come the offense as they take over.
This offense back to work now late in this first half. Have a great starting field position and a couple of timeouts at their disposal. They'll certainly have the green light here.
They'll come out throwing here on 1st down. He finds his man complete. That's Edwards. Now another timeout called for by the offense as they stop it here with just under 40 ticks to go in this first half. Now on 1st down, he'll drop to throw it. And that's going to be too high, out of bounds and incomplete. So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10. He'll look to throw. Got a man, and he hits him in stride.
And the tackle going to be made at the 38.
A good chance this is 4-down territory if they're unable to convert. But right now looking at a 3rd and 3. It's caught. Cooper. And this offense going to elect to burn a timeout with 5 seconds remaining in quarter number 2. Now with 5 seconds left, not really enough time to run another play and then stop it. So on comes the field goal unit. And his kick is indeed good. And the lead stretches to 6 here. It's 13-7.
So they're able to end that drive with 3 points in this one-possession ball game.
And ideally, you want to end every drive with points. Most quarterbacks would tell you, let's end it with a kick, right? A PAT, that's number 1. Field goal you'll take. Punts, you really don't want to do that. In this case, they'll take the field goal and get prepared for the rest of the game.
So we have reached halftime in what's a 6-point game at the break. As we'll send you back over to Orlando with our EA Sports Halftime Report, here's Jonathan Coachman.
All right, Brandon, good work in that first half. More from you guys in a minute. But first, let's get to some scores right here on the day before Halloween. We'll begin in the Mile High City, an AFC West matchup between the LA Chargers and Denver. And it's the Chargers who have the lead with that game getting close to halftime. The Chargers trying to hold on and claim victory. From there, we head east to Baltimore to check on the Ravens at home at M&T Bank Stadium. And they were losers in that game as they fall to the visiting Kansas City Chiefs. Kenneth Walker, 2 touchdown runs to lead the way. Finally, let's get down to the Bayou. Check in on the Saints at home at the Caesars Superdome. And they were victorious in that one over the visiting Atlanta Falcons. Zach Wilson, terrific in the win, and a much-needed win at that.
Message received here. No need to wait. We're going to skip halftime and get right back to the action. Here comes the third quarter. All right, Coach, thanks. Yeah, both teams likely to make some changes in what's been a closely fought battle to this point. And no fireworks to start the half. This will be a touchback. And this offense set to go now to begin the third quarter. Charles, it'll be interesting to see what adjustments this offense made in the locker room. Haven't really been able to get anything going offensively, virtually nothing in the ground attack either. So certainly something has to change here in quarter 3.
And I'm pretty sure their friends from the defensive side of the ball told them exactly that, because those guys, the stop troops, they've been playing pretty well. They've kept them around in this game. Now, they've got some time. The running game struggled in the first half. Opposition knows how to focus on defending the pass here. They've got to re-energize that ground game and maybe open things up for a comeback here in this half.
Over the middle, complete. That's Ferguson. And he'll be brought down at the 28, and that is well short of the first. That's good. The completion there for 7 yards. And that'll bring up 4th down.
So much about this game is just understanding situations and then having to execute, isn't it? Guard the first down sticks. Don't let them get there. And they rallied and made the tackle.
So they're forced to punt on 4th as this one's away. Taken from just outside the 30. We call that a punt of 38 yards officially. Now we take a glance at the offense as they work their way back out for their first possession of the second half. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. They'll look to throw here. And he'll just get rid of it.
I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up. Not that time. They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4.
In search of 4 yards here to pick up the first down.
They're going to look to throw. Nothing open downfield, so he'll throw it away. On 4th down, the punt team is on as this is sent away. And great special teams work here. This is knocking on the door of the 5. They'll spot it at the 6-yard line. And for an offense that is struggling, this is not where you want to start from. Great punt.
Fantastic punt. And for all those who wonder, what do punters do during the course of practice each and every day? The best ones do what we just saw there. Work on positioning the football and helping their team.
They'll start on the ground here on 1st down. And he's going to take this up past the 10 to about the 11. The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. And they'll give him another shot here on the ground. And they're going to get him behind the line yet again as his nightmare afternoon continues. They'll wind up losing 3. And now it's 3rd down.
This defense is just flat getting after it. They have not given up much of anything in the run game. Case in point right there.
These guys have punted 4 times already, and they're staring at a 5th, barring a conversion here on 3rd down. Got his man complete over the middle. It's Ferguson. And he's taken down, but not before he gets this across the 25-yard line. Second catch for him today, and it'll wind up a 1st down.
We often hear the phrase sure-handed tight ends, and he certainly fits into that category. Plus, he's got a quarterback who knows to look his way when they need a big pickup. And on this play, he finds him for the 1st down.
On 1st down, they'll go to the ground attack. And this has been a familiar sight all afternoon as they stop him behind the line.
He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
I know they'd love to take some heat off of that young quarterback, but so far, not much in the running game, and this won't help things either. A loss on that play.
Looking at a 2nd and 11 now after the loss. Looking to throw. Clinton looking middle, and that's complete. Out of the gun now on 3rd down. That one taken in by T. Higgins. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. First time they've looked his way in this game. He comes through picking up the first. So he turned to a trusted, familiar face in that 3rd down situation. It paid off.
Yeah, you go to your veteran receiver in that spot, so you can't underestimate him when he's on the field. Defensively, make sure you know where he is because he understands how to get open in key situations.
A pair of first downs gives him a 1st and 10 up at the 44. And they'll run on the inside handoff. A broken tackle on the run, and then just on the other side of midfield, they get to it. And they'll keep leaning on the running game. Back to the ground. And this carry not as productive. He's swallowed up at the line of scrimmage. Now they face a 2nd and long following the holding penalty. Back to throw. Clinton, he finds his man, complete. That's Ferguson. And they'll get him down on the other side of midfield. From the gun on 3rd down, Clinton. Pressure, and he's going to be taken down. They sack him back right around the 44. And the defense coming through on 3rd down, a loss of 7 to bring up 4th. Before they can get the punt away, whistles as we've come to the end of the 3rd quarter of action. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. Back now in the Rose City of Portland, Oregon, as we are set to bring you the home stretch here, the 4th quarter. And he deserves a bronze leg as he gets this one away. And that hits at the 6 and carries into the end zone for a touchback. Portland's offense now about set to take over. Their defense got the stop, forced the punt, and now you really start to monitor the clock as they nurse this slim lead. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. And it's a short one here, complete to the tight end. Finding space at the 40. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. Getting it to him in space pays off big time. That winds up going for 31.
And as you saw right there, this is a guy with pretty good speed for a tight end. Nice job there, catching the short throw and turning it upfield. He can also be a weapon downfield as well.
So the line of scrimmage moves all the way across the 50 now as they come up 1st and 10. On 1st down. It's Reese, and he'll take this ahead for about 4. 2nd down coming up. 2nd and 6. And his throw here's incomplete. In need of a conversion on 3rd down. They had the big play to start the drive. Not much sense. Up the middle they go. Reese, and they will touch him down, but not before he gets the first. Give him 6 yards, and they do convert on 3rd. Now, I'm guessing you'd say this is kind of the key here. Grind out some yardage, work on that clock, see if you can continue to tick it down.
Definitely. You want to bleed things out at this point, right? Continue to possess the football, gain some yardage, and put the onus on the defense. Do they have to use timeouts? What are they going to do to stop you? You're taking charge.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Back to the ground, this time with Jones. And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up. Back to throw now on 2nd and 10.
Looking left side, and it's complete. And he doesn't quite make it, taking it within an eyelash. Dropped at the 1. A big pickup of 38.
And worth pointing out, after that last completion, that puts this young quarterback over 10,000 yards passing for his career. And fair to say, he's not done yet.
No doubt about it. He's really just getting started because he's not quite into the prime of his career. So it's likely he's going to hit a few more of these milestones as this career progresses. So let's face it, we'll acknowledge this number and we'll celebrate the milestones down the road.
And they'll bring him down after just a short pickup. They'll say no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd and goal. He'll drop to throw. And it's caught. Touchdown. A great play there. His 3rd touchdown now on the year.
And the Riverhogs look like they're going to get back in the win column as they extend their lead here in this 4th quarter. And that's certainly going to bump up the old win probability index because now it's a 2-score game here in the 4th quarter.
Yeah, you're taking me into that deep water now. Win probability index. This game's definitely not over. We're not looking at a 0.5% or something. It's just 2 scores. But the way that this team has played, to me, what I've seen, they absolutely deserve to win this game. They've been the better team by far throughout.
So they go with a pass, and it works there on the 2-point try. Charles, just in general, what are your thoughts passing versus running on 2-point conversion? Situational?
It is situational. You have to know your team. What is your strength? Because so many people think you have to throw the ball in a 2-point conversion, but the stats will tell you that running it is about as proficient. So know your team and go to your strength.
And he won't get this to the 20-yard line as he's down at the 19. Now this offense back out and set to go for their next drive. See if they can put this drive in the end zone, Charles, because it's been a little bit of a rough go at times. They've had to punt the football a ton in this ball game because of stalled-out drives.
So are you saying that you're kind of tired of seeing the punter run out there and do his thing during this game? Is that what you're trying to say?
Well, I mean, I'm okay with it. I have a feeling that this offense, they don't want to see the punter again.
And frankly, the punter doesn't want to run out there anymore himself. He would love to see his offense put together a drive and give his leg a rest. Good yardage on the completion there. And when they look at the scoreboard, they do understand a field goal is not going to do them any good. My guess, they're going to press the ball downfield as far as possible, try and throw it into the end zone and get a score because they know they've got to get that done and get the ball back as quickly as possible.
On 1st down, they'll go to the ground attack. And they'll get this just to the 47. 1-yard gain. Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. Looking to throw. Clinton. Throw left side complete. That's Ferguson.
And they'll get this down to around the 47-yard line.
On 3rd and 2, Clinton. And that is incomplete. Got to try it here. He's back to throw. Now the ball comes loose. The time to pull out the stops is now, and they convert there on 4th down. Down under 2 minutes to go in this football game. So it's our visitors with a football as we get you reset. They've got a 1st and 10 as they search for a late score. Now this one over the middle into the hands of his tight end, complete. And he's going to be taken down just shy of the 35. He's going to fire one deep, middle of the field. And that will be incomplete. Trying to dial up the long way out there, but it'll be 3rd down. Back to throw again. He finds his man, complete. It's Ferguson.
And they're going to work this down to about the 32-yard line.
Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete.
And he'll be taken down at about the 22-yard line.
And we've reached the 1-minute mark in this game. Over the middle, complete. That's Ferguson.
And he's going to be marked down just outside the 10.
They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw.
And he'll spot Higgins open left side.
And he takes this one into the end zone, and all of a sudden, here in the final minute, things get a little bit tighter. Extra point splits the uprights, and now things get a bit more interesting here in this fourth quarter. So with just under 40 seconds to go, you figure this is going to need to bounce their way if they have any shot. And this is going to be recovered by the hands team. And that should just about put a capper on this one. Well, fourth quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of a anecdotal type of a number. Kind of like when the coaches tell us, well, when you score on special teams, 93% of the time you win the game. I'm still waiting to see that number is empirical.
Now a first down carry by Jones. And some good tackling there as he stopped up at about the 41. Now the defense going to use the first of their timeouts as they get it right at the 32nd mark of this fourth quarter. So 2nd and 9, and you'd have to figure just about all 11 probably crashing the line here. And some room to maneuver.
And an excellent job of finding the opening as he's got this now all the way down to the 22.
After the run by Jones, here's 1st and 10. Victory very much in sight now as they'll take a knee. Now the defense will burn their 3rd and final timeout. And as the two teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break. Down to a knee one more time, and that should just about do it.
What a ball game this was. What an atmosphere this was. And the home team getting the late touchdown, getting the victory, and now everybody in this building can file away with smiles on their faces.
And what do real estate people tell us all the time? It's location, location, location. So being at home, that can be a big deal because remember, they were down to their final chance to retake the lead. That home field advantage, I think it helped fuel all of what happened for them down the stretch. A huge win.
So for the home team here,
they get a much-needed victory to get to 3-5 on the year.
And they will hit the road next week. Meanwhile, for our visitors, they fall a game under the 500 mark at 3-4 through 7 games. And they will be at home next week to take on the Miami Dolphins.
It's the NFL on EA Sports and today's clash of conferences.
And off we go from Las Vegas. And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one.
So out comes this offense to take over for the first time. And their quarterback, well, everyone knows he's got height, standing at 6'6".
Would you say that last week's performance by him, workmanlike in terms of numbers?
1 touchdown, 1 pick, but obviously a loss.
Yeah, and that's the bottom line for him. All he cares about is how do we find a way to win the game. Maybe leans on a few other parts of the offense, and hopefully springs a receiver or two free.
They'll start this drive out on the ground. And he'll manage to pick up about 4 at second down. The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6.
And he'll get about 3 up past the 25.
An early test. 2 plays in. This is 3rd and 2.
From the gun.
And hit behind the line. He lost the football. It's loose. But fortunately, he's able to recover his own fumble. That could have been trouble.
All I can say about this play is that someone's living right. I mean, he's trying to gain yardage, trying to get upfield. Ball comes free. What's that panic that we've talked about oftentimes that you feel when you lose the ball?
You can sense it.
Oh, you can sense it. And somehow he got to it and was able to recover for his squad.
Ron Rivera scowling down on the sideline, and he's thrown out the red challenge flag.
The previous play is under review.
And the question, was the knee in fact down before this ball comes loose? And is the video convincing enough to overturn it?
A lot of factors here. Remember, you also need clear possession of the football afterwards. This is a tough one to overturn.
So for Ron Rivera, challenging that call turns out to be the right decision.
And just a single punt for him in the loss last week as he sends this one away. Pulled in at the 24. It'll be a 10-yard return following a punt of 45.
And it'll be Raiders football, 1st and 10.
So now we'll get a look at the other offensive unit as they come out for their first possession. And a glance here at their quarterback standing 6'3".
And there was a positive in last week's loss. No interceptions thrown by him. But he only threw 1 touchdown pass, and you know he wants that to improve. He might even consider that as part of the reason that they couldn't take the win last time out. I believe we'll see a more aggressive version of him this week whenever they're nearing the end zone.
He finds his man, complete. It's Baker. The result, only 4 yards there on the play, and it's 2nd down.
4 yards on the pickup. 2nd and 6.
Back to throw. Baker. He finds his man, complete. That's Bryant.
And they're going to get this up to midfield.
Well, they obviously read man coverage their partner, and he got downfield, broke down the defender. Made him
What do you mean by that, Bert?
Yeah, he made him think he was going to run a different route. Probably thought he was going to take it upfield. Then he curls back inside for the completion.
Now Baker on 1st and 10. There goes a deep ball, end zone. And that will be caught, but out of the end zone, says the field judge. It's ruled incomplete.
It leads to 2nd and 10.
Again, he'll drop to throw. He's going to take another shot here. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down.
Brings up 3rd down and 10.
To throw on 3rd down, Baker. Throwing left side, it's complete.
And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. That third down conversion good for 23. Another completion right there. And again, Charles, good time in the pocket. That offensive line on this opening drive been really solid.
They've been more than solid. They've really tamped down the pass rush and kept him safe in the pocket, able to look around, find his target, and deliver. He's got to make sure he tells the offensive line in the huddle, thanks, fellas. Let's keep it going.
Now a toss left side into the hands of his tight end. And he's brought down inside the 20 at the 18-yard line. To throw is Baker. To throw on second down. Nifty move. Touchdown, Raiders! A great effort there. His second touchdown on the season. And the Raiders will jump on top of the game's first score here this afternoon.
This is a crew, they've come out flat their last two games, both losses, but just judging by the energy level, they look different here early, and that touchdown shows how.
Yeah, it seems to me that touchdown gets them off the treadmill. Because, you know, you
for two. They'll kick the point after.
And that makes it 7-zip Vegas.
So that winds up a 7-play drive all total. And it winds up in 6 points for the Raiders. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away.
Fields it right around the goal line. And his guys will get the football right at the 20-yard line.
Back onto the field comes this offense, ready for their second drive. And the last drive, their first drive, 3 and out. What changes here, if anything?
I think it's making sure the guys that you trust the most with the ball, the biggest playmakers you have, that they touch it on this possession to try and get things moving.
So get it to the horses.
Without a doubt. They're the ones that typically end up in the end zone.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. On second down now, Galvin. And forget about finding a lane. He barely had time to look up before he was planted in the backfield.
It'll be a loss of a full 3 yards there, and it also brings up third down.
An awful lot of congestion in the middle third of the field, but how about our defensive tackle right there? He just hold the line. He provided some push and smacked the ball carrier down for a loss.
And not an easy spot here. They'll be in search of 13 yards to try to pick up the first.
Toward the sideline, it's complete. An athletic grab, but still well short of the first. Now on fourth down, on is the punt team sending this one away. And a fair catch taken back near about the 35, 36-yard line. So a change of possession here on the punt. And the Raiders will take over now, 1st and 10. They'll start this drive out on the ground. And he'll take this ahead for about 4. Second down coming up. Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. A beautiful fake. That one a first down pickup of 8.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown, because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
Baker now, throwing on first down. Pressure comes, and down he goes.
Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game.
In every game, we talk about what are going to be the keys as we go into it. Maybe that's a key for their defense today. Pressure the quarterback and make sure you play a good zone defense behind them, and they get their first sack of the contest.
Got to imagine the pass rush will be equally intense here on second down following the sack. It's 2nd and 18. Operating from the gun, Baker. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. And he will be out of bounds here on what will turn out to be the final play of this first quarter. After 7-0 on EA Sports. Second quarter from Vegas. The homestanding Raiders with the football here, as they've got it with a 3rd down and long coming up. Finding a safety valve here. That's complete. And he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45. That one good for only 6, and it leaves him with a 4th down.
We can make this one pretty simple. Locked up all of his progressions downfield, forced to get it to his running back. But how about the way they ran to the football and knocked him down to force a 4th down?
On 4th down, A.J. Cole comes on to punt. And he'll get off a fairly short kick here as this is toward the sideline. And this will be out of bounds at the what here? The 12-yard line. And now this offense comes back out onto the field. Still in the first half, but this offense has struggled. Haven't really been able to get anything going, not only in the points category, but in the yards category. We'll see if they can do better here on this drive. They'll start on the ground here on 1st down. And able to find a little space. He gets this up over the 15 to the 16. On 2nd down, Galvin. And they'll get him down here at the 23. 7 yards there and a 1st down.
We use the word relentless a lot with guys who are aggressive on the field. In this case, it really fits, doesn't it? How about his ability to break tackles and his feet never stop moving?
They run the option here on 1st and 10.
And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard.
He's going to keep this again.
And he is going to lose yardage here. That's a big loss of 3, and it brings up 3rd down.
Well, I would have figured out to the 9-yard run on the previous play. Getting 1 more yard wouldn't have been much of a problem. But apparently it was. And now it's 3rd down.
And the Raiders call on a nickel set for 3rd down. Operating from the gun, Bryant. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Barker. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. His first catch, good for 14 there and a 1st down.
All right, let's just go ahead and walk through this one pretty easily, right? Blast off the line of scrimmage, get downfield to a certain point, usually around 8 to 10 yards, turn around and make sure the quarterback sees your numbers and set yourself up for the pass.
A well-executed curl route by Charles Davis. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10.
Now here's a little touch pass as they tap it quickly to their receiver.
And he'll take this one up close to about the 45. To throw on 2nd down, Bryant. This one complete to his fullback out of the backfield. And he goes out of bounds. It looks like right at the 50. On 3rd down, Galvin. Now this is only going to be a gain of 2. He needed 3. It's 4th and 1.
Now that's a mountain of a man that just made that stop, isn't it? But he's more than that. This guy's nimble and quick. More than a space eater. He just made a great play there.
And they'll send out their punter now as he's on here to punt it away. And this will be up to the ruling of the side judge here. He says it crossed out of bounds at the 16-yard line.
Las Vegas' offense back out there ready to go. As we eat closer and closer to intermission, Charles, remember last time out they punted They would love to get points here, especially if this is going to be their final possession of the first half.
Yeah, and this is what close games feel like because the pressure is on both sides, but sometimes the pressure is a little bit higher on the team with the slight edge because they're trying to hold on to that, trying to increase it. Let's see how this one continues.
It's now 2nd and 6.
A reminder, coming up at halftime, Jonathan Coachman will join us from Orlando with our halftime report. But business to take care of before we get there.
A 2-minute drill before the coach's 2-minute drill.
So the screen good for only 2. Now it's 3rd down.
Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first.
And he's got now a loose football. The ball comes out. And they will take over at the 26-yard line.
We have seen this before, and we know coaches preach about this and work on it all the time. Catch the ball. You know there's going to be some traffic somewhere. They've got to put it away and secure it as they try and get downfield.
The OKC offense ready to set up shop again. And now following that turnover, they've got an opportunity here to try to cash in with good field position before intermission.
Following the fumble recovery, Bryant. And he overshot him there. It's out of bounds, incomplete.
They've been playing sound fundamental defense thus far and able to keep this offense from creating a major dent on the scoreboard.
Able to force the incompletion, but still waiting for that game-changing play. You feel like it's coming, the first sack, the first turnover.
In a sense, they're playing old-school defense right now. The new-school defense is what you said, taking the ball away.
On 3rd down, Bryant. And he comes back with one complete. And he'll be stopped short of the first down right around the 18-yard line. Here we go on 4th down. He needed 2. He only got 1. And the Raider D, they get the football back. Here's Las Vegas ready to take the field. And not an abundance of time remains on the clock, Charles, but you would think more than enough to try to extend this lead before intermission.
And when you're talking about extending the lead, I think you're talking about aiming for the end zone because there is plenty of time for that. The fallback is to get 3. But in your mind, you put 6 on the board right before the half. That's a heck of a dagger and great momentum to carry into the locker room.
That's a staple of this offense. Drag route to the tight end.
Yeah, he's unable to use his size to break off much more yardage after the catch, but still an effective gain nonetheless.
Quick hitter here, it's complete. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. A pickup of 10, and it's enough for a Las Vegas first down.
And that's a more than acceptable read right there because it's zone coverage, so timing is everything. This time he waits for his man to come open, puts it right on him, and they pick up a first down.
Baker on 1st down. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Baker. And getting this just shy of midfield, they'll spot it at the 49. Another nice gain, 16 yards there, and a first down again.
And I like the idea here. Get the ball in his hands, even if it's in the passing game. 3 catches a week ago, and he does a nice job here to pick up yardage.
Now the Raiders going to burn their 3rd and final timeout as the clock will stop with 21 seconds to go here in the first half. Here's Baker on 1st and 10. Looking left sideline, it's complete. And they're able to work this to the 25 before it's all said and done.
So we have reached halftime here in Vegas with the Raiders on top.
As we send you to Orlando to check in with Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach?
All right, Brandon, good work in that first half. More from you guys in a minute. But first, let's get to some scores right here on the day before Halloween. We'll get started out in Denver, and it's the Chargers who are out in front. The Chargers seem to be on their way to what would be a good victory. From there, we'll
move right through the break then, skipping halftime and back to the field for the start of the second half. Okay, Coach, thanks as always. This one's still anyone's game as we welcome you back for quarter number 3. So here are the Raiders now to take over. They lost 2 straight coming in, but good news for them right now. They've got the lead and the football. They'll start this drive out on the ground. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. Second down. Now Baker looking to throw on second down. He finds his man, complete. That's Baker. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Give him a first down, 15 yards that time for the Raiders.
Well, they certainly had success throughout this contest, getting him the ball in the passing game, and there he picks up another first down. Whatever they saw going into this one, they've been able to capitalize on it, and no adjustment has been made to take it away.
On first down, Baker. He rifles one that's intercepted. And they'll set up shop right near midfield at the 49-yard line. That is just what this defense was hoping for, an interception on the opening possession of this third quarter.
Obviously didn't want to surrender a touchdown and fall even farther behind, and we've gotten to know this team a little bit, haven't we? Couldn't you just see their defensive leaders telling the offensive guys, telling the quarterback, don't worry, we got you to start things off. You take it from there.
Now we take a glance at the offense as they work their way back out for their first possession of the second half. And they just got a little help from their defense forcing the turnover. Now can they make that payoff in point? And he fires one that's intercepted. There he goes left side. And he takes this one back into the end zone, and the Raider defense delivers a score. Point after, right down the middle. And that'll make the score 14-0. A heck of a play there defensively, getting the interception, navigating his way into the end zone for the touchdown. So this one a victory for the Las Vegas Raiders. And it was their defense that really paved the way to this victory as they allowed the 1 touchdown, and that was all she wrote.
Almost want to do the defense chant right now, right? Defense with a couple of claps in there, but no one wants to hear that from me. Let's just talk about how they got it done, though. When you take care of every aspect of the game, shut down the run, control the airways, right? Make sure the quarterback is harassed. This is the type of performance you get. They can't fashion together any offense, no consistency, and they just took control.
So for Las Vegas, a loss would have really hurt, but as it stands... Lurching closer toward the midway point of this NFL season, and we're underway on EA Sports. This one fielded at the 5. And he won't quite make it to the 25. So out comes this offense to take over for the first time. And a look here now at their 4th-year quarterback.
I like this guy, and the reason I do, he tends to stay on an even keel. Doesn't let too much ruffle him. He will manage the game the way it needs to be managed, take what the defense gives him, and then he can strike at times. Had a touchdown pass. Yes, he had an interception last week, but he found a way for his team to win.
On first down, he'll drop to throw. Throwing middle, and it's complete. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on second down.
Oh, they're going to run a little pop pass here.
And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage.
A 3-yard loss brings up 3rd down and 5.
Third play here, this opening drive, as they're up against a 3rd and 5. They'll set up a throw. He'll rifle this one deep right side. And that'll be incomplete as it's knocked away. But a penalty flag is down. So who's this going to be on? A bad time for a roughing penalty. And they get the gift of a 1st and 10. One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the first down run. He gets maybe 3. These are his numbers from last week's contest. 11 carries, 75 yards.
Nice solid showing from him last week. Didn't blow the roof off with his numbers, but certainly had a quality day and produced when called upon.
Here's a 2nd and 7. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. A first down there on a pickup of 25. And he's already got 2 catches on the opening drive. They know he's going to be a handful.
And sometimes you game plan for that offensively. You want to make sure that guy touches the ball, and sometimes it just happens naturally. And then you change your game plan. When he has the hot hand, you keep going back to him because he's running routes with confidence as the game goes on.
On first down, they'll go to the ground attack.
And a hard-working run here as he's got it inside the 20, down to the 17.
Holding, offense.
An unfortunate time for the penalty there. That cancels out a positive play from this offense.
Well, not to sound too trite or too accepting, but you and I both know it happens. You got to accept it and move on. Yardage, you got to get back. Focus on the next play, move on.
But now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete. So they'll come up after the incompletion for second down.
Hands it off out of the gun.
And he'll be brought down inside the 20 at the 19. They get 14 back, but it leads now to a 3rd down. So from 2nd and long, now we go to 3rd and very manageable.
Yeah, they love that phrase, don't they? Because as an offensive coordinator, you can keep people a little bit off balance and guessing because you don't have to throw it. You can come back with a strong run game if you want to. And if you're in 4-down territory, that really opens things up for you.
Yeah, boy, he is very close to a first down, but from where they're spotting that football, he's going to be a foot or so short.
Sly able to put this one through.
And the opening drive of the game yields 3.
So he's been automatic to this point of the season, and he connects on the field goal there.
And what a luxury it is to have a kicker you can depend upon, partner, because he hasn't missed all year long. Converts on that one as well. And kudos to you. You didn't jinx him.
And no thought to bring this one out. He'll just go down to a knee, and they'll take over at the 25. So the Steelers offense getting set for their first drive.
They will be led out by the 6-foot lefty from Alabama. It's Tua Tagovailoa.
And you and I both know that any win is a good win. And that's what they did last week. But there's also plenty for him to work on in his game, wasn't there?
Yeah.
2 touchdowns, an interception. Yeah, you know, he wants to increase that a little bit in terms of ratio. But first and foremost, they did win the game.
Tua now on first down.
And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's second down.
To throw once more on 2nd and 10.
Tua.
And they're able to get this one across the 35. It's a Pittsburgh first down, a gain of 13. That's the number 2 receiver in the NFL in terms of yardage. And tell you what, a few more plays like that, he won't be number 2 for long.
And that's what often happens when you have competitors running around the field. These guys know where they stand in relationship to yardage, totals, numbers, the whole deal. And let's face it, all of them, they all want to be number 1.
The throw over the middle, taken in. And they're going to get this up to midfield.
Doesn't matter whether it's a zone coverage or man coverage, the drag route can be effective when it's run well.
From midfield, here's Tua. Pressure, and he's going to be taken down. They sack him back right around the 44. The sack recorded. It's a loss of 5, and now it's second down.
It seemed like he kept going through those progressions, and I thought he might dump that underneath, but he couldn't get rid of the football in time.
And I have to wonder if he was thinking while he was back there, I wish there were a lot less progressions on this play, just someone that I could dump the ball to and get it out of my hands.
Coming up now on a 2nd and 15 following that sack. Here's Tagovailoa to throw. Now they go screen. It's complete. Give them 5 on the screen play, and that'll set up a 3rd down.
This defense very strong in that victory from a week ago.
And the big difference in the ball game, their ability to force turnovers, 3 of them in fact. Being able to take the ball away, give it back to their offense, that's something that's emphasized each and every week, and they carried it out.
Throwing is Tagovailoa on 3rd down here. He finds his man, complete. It's Stevenson.
And he will have a Steelers first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Solid opening drive so far, Charles. They've moved this football into field goal range, but you know that they want to cap this off with 6 and not 3.
Absolutely. As one of the better coaches in the league always tells me, on offense, I want to throw body blows all game long and finish it with uppercuts. Well, here are the body blows right now. He's hoping in one uppercut will take care of the end of this drive.
On 1st down, Tagovailoa. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football.
Holding, offense.
So they will take the sack instead of the penalty.
And it takes another down off the series. But the biggest one of all, do you want to tell the guy who just got the sack that it no longer counts?
No.
No, not at all.
And they're going to get this to about the 44-yard line.
3-0 after 1 on EA Sports. Steeler football here to begin quarter number 2. 9th play of the drive coming up, and certainly not an easy one on 3rd and long. Here's Tua.
And that is incomplete. But the pressure there on 3rd down, forcing the errant pass. 4th down coming up.
3rd down is the down. Both sides know they absolutely have to win. And the name of the game for the defense is pressure on the quarterback. But pressure on the quarterback with contact, that's how you end up winning it.
And this won't get there. Won't be online either. It's no good. Off to the right. And instead of tying it up, they'll remain down by 3.
Now, partner, it's almost a little jarring to see a holder set up on the other side of midfield. I haven't brought out my binoculars to make sure on that one. That is showing an awful lot of confidence in a kicker to try and hit from 61 yards. And this one winds up no good.
Brought down, but after we saw a flashy little move, stopped short of the 40.
Holding, offense.
The offense knew it. They were already starting to walk back as that one is accepted. From the gun, he'll hand this off.
That's a gain of 6 on the 1st down run. And they'll give him another shot here on the ground. And he'll get this one across midfield and down into Steeler territory. On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. And that is incomplete, but a penalty flag coming in. This could be a 1st down.
defense.
So the yellow flag came out, and that leads to a new set of downs for this offense. 1st and 10. Looking to throw. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete. He'll try again with the arm here on 2nd down. And he'll be brought down on the 30-yard line after a gain of 6. Back to throw here. This one to the sideline. He's got it. A nice job to keep the feet in, but he is a bit short here of a 1st down. They'll try and run for it. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. How about them biting up 15 yards there on the 4th down attempt and keeping the drive alive? Well, that is a running back who is not about to go down easily. He fought his way through the contact until the seas opened up for him.
Yeah, and that's a run born out of ferociousness. He took on that initial contact and in his mind just screamed, "Out of my way," and kept right on going and wound up turning it into a big play.
The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on 1st down. And they'll keep leaning on the running game. Back to the ground. And a nice move will yield nothing as he's stopped behind the line. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
The short field shrinks even more with the type of bodies they brought in on that play. Those extra tight ends, they weren't able to secure their blocks, and that one ended up going backwards.
So after the loss of a yard, they'll look to push forward here on 2nd down and 11. They'll drop to throw. To the sideline, and it's caught, but boy, he's out of bounds. And they tried to get him into space coming out of the backfield, but it'll be 3rd down. And this offense on 3rd down today, just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 11. A throw there, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
Joey Sly on the field goal on 29-yard attempt.
Sly able to put this one through, and they're able to double their lead in this 1st half. It's 6-0. So scores on their first 2 possessions, but 6-0, so field goal is probably not what they were hoping for.
Now, you're exactly right about that. Not what they were hoping for, but they should be happy that they have points on the board. It almost feels like that old slow and steady wins the race, doesn't it? In this case, though, they want to be slow and steady now, but get explosive later and put the points up on the board.
So Pittsburgh retakes the field for their 2nd offensive possession. And they come into this one riding that nice long win streak. And remember, next weekend is an open week for them. So if they can get the win here, a lot of momentum into that time off.
It certainly is. And if you're wondering if anybody's saying, boy, this is coming at a bad time, we want to keep playing, the answer can be yes. Because when teams are on a hot streak, they want to keep going. But what the veterans are telling the young guys in the locker room, an open week is always good, guys. Take it and let's go with it.
Tagovailoa going to try and throw on 3rd down. He'll hit Jackson complete. And he will have a Steelers 1st down, and he's going to have it by plenty. Able to get 8 yards there on 3rd and 2. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this 1st half of action. Coming up at halftime, I'll go from one personality, that's you, Charles Davis, to another one in Orlando, the coach. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL. You and Jonathan Coachman, both larger than life.
No doubt about it.
But you're stuck with me in this booth,
yes,
and he's miles away and smiling.
And happy.
Wide open receiver complete. And he'll be taken down here just shy of the 30. That's what we're used to seeing from him right there. Plays like that, why he's number 4 in the league in terms of receiving yardage.
Able to make adjustments all along the way. Doesn't matter where he lines up, where he releases from. Working his way into the secondary, figures out defenses and finds weak spots in order to get open.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Over the middle, complete. That's Stevenson. And they're going to get this down to about the 17-yard line here.
As a passer, you're always trying to find that open window to throw the ball downfield.
How about this one? Right in the middle of the field, right in the heart of a defense.
So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10.
From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4. The Steelers signal for the second of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half.
A kicker fest so far, all points via field goals. They're hoping to change that right here.
Again, they will throw it with Tagovailoa to the goal line, but it's incomplete.
I'm really liking what I'm seeing from this defense because their coverage has been playing at a shutdown level so far. Even backed up late, they're forcing incompletions and fighting to keep them out of the end zone as the first half winds.
And caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Steelers. A great play there. His 4th touchdown on the year.
And the Steelers are an extra point away from moving out in front in the final minute of the half.
And down near the goal line here, they're able to throw it in.
And the key word, quick. Quick hitter, out of his hands fast, into the receiver's hands even faster.
Extra point right down the middle. And they take the lead here at 7-6. So that drive consumes 9 plays all told. And it ends with the Steelers finding the end zone. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away.
From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And the decision to come out of the end zone is going to cost him 5 yards as he's taken down right at the 20. Back out comes this offense now late in this first half. With this slim deficit closing in on the end of the first half, we'll see if they can move this at least into field goal range and try to get 3 out of this drive.
They'll come out throwing here to start the drive.
To this point, I've been impressed with the work defensively. They have not allowed a lot of receivers to run free. And there's another example, another incompletion.
And 2nd and 10, he'll look to throw again. He'll rifle this one deep right side. And a penalty flag comes in as that one winds up incomplete. But the contact is going to move the ball well downfield.
So they take a decent shot, CD, and the flag comes out for pass interference.
Yeah, a little DPI, as they like to call it in the business, right? And the farther you get downfield, the more frenetic things get, and the more calm and control you have to remain as a defender. That was a little bit of a slip there, and the penalty will go against him.
Second and 3. They'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. Oh, he shifts past him. So the screen good for only 2. Now it's 3rd down.
So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the first down.
They'll look to throw again. That's into the hands of Edwards. Now another timeout called for by the offense as they'll stop it with 13 seconds to play in half number 1. Back to throw again. Touchdown! A great effort there in the final seconds of the first half.
And the Steelers have taken the lead here in the final stages of this first half.
Well, someone has a sense of the dramatic here, don't they? Scoring this late in the half to take the lead going into the locker room.
Now they just don't want to misstep misfortune on the next kickoff because there's still a little bit of time left on that clock.
Yeah, you do have to bring that up, don't you? In the NFL, every play is critical. And if you give up something cheap there, all that advantage they just gained goes right out the window.
Extra point by Sly is up and good.
And that'll make this a 6-point game.
So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away from the 10. And he'll get it up just past the 20 as his guys will go to work at the 21-yard line.
And with time running short here, they'll simply take a knee, and that should do it for half number 1. So we have reached halftime in what's a 6-point game at the break. As we'll send you down to Orlando and we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
All right, Brandon, good work in that first half. More from you guys in a minute. But first, let's get to some scores right here on the day before Halloween. We'll begin up at M&T Bank Stadium in Baltimore. And it's the Chiefs who have the lead in the second quarter. The Chiefs locked in a tight one, but...
Well, why don't we hold off on the halftime update after all? Seems like everyone's ready to go here for the second half in Week 8 in the NFL.
Okay, Coach, adjustments likely going to play a big role in this third quarter in what's been a tight contest so far. And the Steeler offense ready to get going here in this third quarter. So, Charles, we saw a pretty entertaining first half, close ball game. Remember there toward the end of the second quarter, the opposition scored to take the lead. Now we'll see if these guys can get a score of their own to regain that lead.
Yeah, they want to have that type of a response, don't they? Because they want to find a way to take control of this ball game one more time. Gauntlet's been thrown down. They want to see if they're ready to answer it. Well, this is where reading defenses and practice time comes into play. You've got to know what you're running versus zone versus man and how to run the proper route. And they just executed that one pretty well.
They'll run on first down. Lassiter. And a good burst there gets him 7 up to midfield. A good run got 7 on first. Here's 2nd and 3. They'll keep it on the ground. Lassiter. And this time he's able to take it down to the 42. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
And that's a nice pickup of a first down on that second down run. And at that yardage gained, they can run that play on any down.
Now a play fake. Here's Tagovailoa. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Throwing now is Tagovailoa. Looking deep downfield. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long way out there, but it'll be 3rd down. Tua sets up to pass it. He finds his man complete. It's Stevenson. And he will have a Steelers first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
It's taken a while for this offense to get going. A little creaky at the start, but they're oiled up now. A nice throw there, and they're really putting together a good drive.
Tua setting up shop to throw again.
Oh, this one incomplete. The pressure got to him as he released it. And it's 2nd down.
On 2nd down now. Lassiter. And nowhere for him to go again. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage. That's it.
So, Charles, you look at this offense, and really on paper, at least, a great situation for...
Under pressure, and down he goes. They sack him back at the 36. They overload him that time with a safety blitz, and he winds up being dropped for a loss of 7. Oh, a free safety blitz, that can be a gamble, but it proves fruitful there.
Yeah, you're exactly right about the gamble because oftentimes the free safety is the last line of defense against a long pass. And when he comes at the quarterback, he better get home and make the play. Otherwise, a big play could result for the offense.
And his kick is good. And that will cut the lead back down to 3 at 13-10.
So that, Charles, a season long right there.
And you know who's really excited about that? The special teams coordinator, because he's the one who has to tell the head coach in pregame, this is where we trust him from. This distance, he can hit it, and he repaid that trust by knocking that one right through.
No run back here, down to a knee, and this drive will start at the 25.
Now we take a glance at the offense as they work their way back out for their first possession of the second half. Now a play fake here on first down. He finds his man complete. That's Edwards.
And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30.
A gain of 5 brings up 2nd and 5.
2nd and 5. Throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. And he's brought down at the 34. Call it a gain of 4. Heavy set out there on 3rd and 1. One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. And he's got the first before he's brought down at the 39-yard line. They get 5 out of that one, and it moves the chains.
Brandon, they're still in the lead. The momentum's certainly been going the opposite direction. So to me, that's a really important pickup there on 3rd down.
Try and regain some confidence, and you're right. They need to stem the tide a little bit. That certainly helped. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. And he finds a man on a crossing route. 15 yards through the air and a 1st down.
Well, that last throw, Charles, puts him over 15,000 yards passing now for his career.
And Brandon, they're not going to stop the game and give him the game ball here, but that's still a pretty impressive number, and he's got plenty of more good football ahead of him. Although I would say the team should give him a game ball after it's all over.
Operating out of Steeler territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 46. One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9. He'll drop to throw. Over the middle, it's complete. And they're going to have themselves another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Steelers' 35. Give them 10 yards there as this offense is on a roll. This drive continues to plunge forward. Under a minute to go in this 3rd quarter as they come up 1st and 10. One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on 1st down.
Looks to me like maybe there's a little attrition setting in with this drive, because when you see that type of a run, I get the feeling the defense get a little bit tired.
And that's the last thing they need, especially when they look up at the scoreboard. Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. And he'll be out of bounds just inside the 25-yard line.
Another catch for him there on this drive, Brandon. It looks like they're going to utilize him out of the backfield any way they can. And that time they pick up a 1st down. So now on defense, do you assign a man to him and try and cover it before he gets going?
And they're not going to get to the line to run another play. So we will switch ends as the 3rd quarter has come to a close. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Back now in Memphis, Tennessee. It's been a very hotly contested game to this point. Just a field goal separating the rush coming, and he's taken down. They'll wind up losing 8 on the sack there, and it's 2nd down. So that time, Charles, quarterback helpless really in the pocket in the face of a pass rush like that. They were on him instantly.
Yeah, this time it's going to come from the middle linebacker, because watching the lineman, it seemed to me that they thought he was going to drop back into pass protection, but he surprised them and came on the blitz instead and had a pretty clear run to the quarterback.
He finds his man complete. It's Edwards. And he's going to be taken down at the 28-yard line.
That's a gain of 4.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Finding his safety valve here. That's complete. And they're going to get him down well short of the 1st as he can only get this to about the 19. That'll bring up 4th down. They wind up getting 8 yards, but they needed more than that.
Brandon, it certainly looked like they had that play defended well, but it still almost worked. Got it to the running back. He wound up getting really good yardage out of it, but it was 3rd and long, and they were able to rally and stop it before he could get to the marker.
Sly able to put this one through, and that extends their advantage to 6. It's 16-10. So they get the 3, but you wonder now, is that going to be enough?
Excellent question, because when I look at the smiles on that side of the field, they're a little tight, aren't they? If they had scored a touchdown there, those would be big half-moon grins right now because they feel a whole lot better about their position.
And a touchdown in the other direction, all of a sudden they're down. And Pittsburgh getting set to take the field. Last time out, you remember their drive stalled, but thanks to their kicker, booted a long field goal to at least get them 3. Now here they'll try to do better and find the end zone.
And in our experience, how much fun is it for coaches to know that they've got a kicker who can nail it from long distance? Now, the hard part is, as an offensive play caller, you don't want that in your head too much where you're relying on it, and he goes out and gets the job done for them. But I'm quite sure he would be content to just kick extra points from here on out.
Yeah, absolutely no question. I think his teammates would be okay with him just kicking the extra points as well.
We'll definitely see some open running lanes, and he's taking advantage of it right now, but that shouldn't be a surprise. Defense has the lead. They're playing for the pass first.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Now Tua. Throwing for his running back, and he's got it complete. And he'll get it out near the 40 to the 39. Calling a gain of 3 on the play, and that's going to bring up 2nd down. Tua going to throw.
Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted.
And he's able to get it back to the 41-yard line.
Partner, I think this one went awry very simply because he overestimated his arm strength and his ability to fit it anywhere he wants to. A lot of quarterbacks do that and often pay the price.
Here's Memphis to once again go on offense. Another important fourth-quarter series coming up. That last INT helping to maintain their slim advantage.
Good starting field position for them here as they come up 1st and 10 at the 41-yard line. They'll start this drive out on the ground.
He'll get this up to about the 44.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. They'll look to throw here. Going to throw right side here. Complete.
And they're going to get this to about the 44-yard line.
And these guys certainly are not hiding what their intention is. They're absolutely showing it. They're definitely not going to sit on this lead here in the 4th quarter.
Back to throw now on 1st down. And this one is incomplete. An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Now back to throw.
I'm not sure he saw the linebacker there as that's batted down and incomplete.
They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone and unable to connect. Incomplete. I'll give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down. They only punted twice in the win last week as he gets this one away. And they'll play keep away from the returner as this one will be marked out of bounds at the 13-yard line. Pretty good spot. Pittsburgh's offense now heading back out onto the field.
Their defense accomplished step 1 of the mission. They forced the punt. Now they'll look to erase that deficit and take a 4th quarter lead.
He's going to sling this deep downfield. He's got a man. Complete.
And they'll get this down to around the 47-yard line.
That could very well be a defining play in this game. A touchdown, that gives them the lead, and they took a major step towards getting there with that big play right there.
So the line of scrimmage moves all the way across the 50 now as they come up 1st and 10. Going to the air, Tagovailoa. And the throw left sideline here is caught, but they'll rule it incomplete. Couldn't keep his feet in. 2nd down. On 2nd and 10.
Tua.
And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. And a 5-yard gain gets him to the 42. 4th quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a 1-score game. One of the bigger plays in the game thus far, and the crowd getting into it as we come up on a big 3rd down. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he gets us down inside the 35 before going out of bounds. It's a gain of 8, and it'll wind up moving the chains. That's what they need right now. Get the first down, get out of bounds, stop the clock.
Just playing smart football, understanding the situation, making the plays.
And I believe the referee's been buzzed. Yeah, they want to take another look at this call, and it's certainly a big one here late in a tight game. Did he keep those feet in bounds? That's the question they've got to decide. And I got to say, watching it in real time, it was awfully close.
Yeah, it certainly looked like a heck of a catch.
So the officials and the folks in New York got a second look at this one, and the call is going to be overturned. 4th down, 4th quarter. Here's Tua.
And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. They had to go for it with such little time remaining, and as a result, possession switches hands. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. Well, they can smell victory, partner. They can see it on the horizon, but certainly we're not done yet here. Defense still has 3 timeouts, and obviously this is a very slim lead they're holding on to.
And let's face it, the easiest way to get this done, challenge your ground game. Challenge your offensive line, your tight ends, your receivers, anyone who's going to lay down a block. Don't let there be penetration, because they're going to stack the line of scrimmage and maybe bring extra people to the ball. If you can do that, make them burn their timeouts, run out the clock, life will be good. But if you really want to gamble a little bit, a quick play action, quick throw, might be able to get it done. Just make sure it's not incomplete and stop the clock.
On the sideline, did he keep his feet in bounds? They say yes. Great job, both feet in, first down.
Defense was thinking run, and they're dealt a pass of just under 20 yards. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me. I'm going to keep firing.
Well, not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. They'll try and run some. Oh, no, he lost the football. And it's picked up by the Steelers. And they're going to set up shop at the 27-yard line.
And now before the ball changes hands, they're going to take a look at this just to make sure that they have it right. Now the question, was the knee in fact down before this ball comes loose? And is the video convincing enough to overturn it?
A lot of factors here. Remember, you also need clear possession of football afterwards. This is a tough one to overturn.
Now the Steelers going to use their 3rd and final timeout as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play.
So that one overturned. They say the knee was down, and that will not be ruled a fumble.
One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. Down to the 25. Now flags will come in. I think this one's going to be on the defense for jumping. A little antsy on the left side of the line.
Yeah, I think they got the guy in the end. I think they got the DN there on that one. And let's face it, he is so amped up, wanting to get a good get-off on the snap, jump too quickly.
Good work that time to get him to jump, and now here's 1st and 10. Victory very much in sight now as they'll take a knee.
Well, CD, for the losing side, they had opportunities in this one, but big plays just didn't go their way, especially late, and they have to suffer the L here.
It certainly felt like that takeaway, once it happened, it knocked the wind out of their sails, and they just couldn't get their equilibrium back.
So for the home team here,
the victory means they'll up their mark to 5-3 on the year.
And they'll get another home date next week as the Raiders will come to town. Meanwhile, for the Steelers, the perfect season was apparently not meant to be as they drop to 7-1. And they'll take this loss into the bye as they'll be back in action in Week 10. inching closer toward the midway point of this NFL season, and we're underway on EA Sports.
Fielded just outside the goal line. And no chance to get away as they'll get him down at about the 17-yard line.
So out comes this offense to take over for the first time. And led out by their veteran quarterback. He's been around a while. They don't see... They'll start on the ground here on first down. And he roams across the 20 to the 24-yard line. The numbers for him from a week ago: 10 carries, 74 yards.
That's a very nice winning streak that they're on, and they've really seen this offense come into its own as a unit. And one of the keys is that the ground game has been established.
In trouble, and he's taken down. They push him back 8 yards that time on second down.
But just 2 plays in, and Charles already their first sack defensively.
Yeah, how about that? That didn't take long, did it? And now they look at third down, and that's another time to try and go and get the quarterback, too.
Little trouble thus far on their opening drive as they come up on a 3rd and 11. He'll look to throw.
That's going to be caught along the sideline, and what a job of keeping his feet in bounds. They say that's a catch.
A gain of 19 and picking up the first.
I don't care who you put on him. He's going to be a handful in one-on-one throws.
Yeah, right now, you're right. They're in man-to-man. Maybe needs some safety help.
I would say that'd be a good idea. Double team him somehow. I'm going to have to make someone else beat me rather than let him shred my defense.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. He'll look to throw. And that'll be knocked away. It's incomplete. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. Back to throw here. Got a man, and he hits him in stride.
And he'll be tackled on the other side of midfield at the 46-yard line.
But one of the ways that quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field, and here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
So on the other side of the field now, it's 1st and 10 as they've got things rolling on this drive. Again, he'll drop to throw. And this is Simpson with a catch.
And he's going to be taken down just shy of the 35.
And forget about the run to set up the pass. They're just coming out throwing.
Forget trying to set anything up. They feel like they have the advantage. They feel like they have the matchups, and they're just attacking right now.
Yep, going to the air on the opening drive. They'll look to throw now on 1st down. Looking middle, and that's complete.
And he'll be taken down here just shy of the 30.
On 2nd down, it's Leonard. They'll say no gain on the play there, and now it'll be 3rd down.
And, CD, you look at this defense, what kind of pressure are they under trying to stop a team that has won 5 games in a row?
Well, to me, it makes their job harder because you know you're going up against an offense that's playing at an elite level. And sometimes you can get too caught up in trying to play the perfect game. You're trying to be too precise, too fine, instead of just letting it rip. And I think that's more the priority than trying to be absolutely perfect.
When you get a big tight end like this, sometimes it takes more than one man to bring him down. Oftentimes, your best bet, just jump on and hold on and wait for your teammates to arrive to help get him on the ground.
From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10.
Now a handoff up the middle. Leonard. And this carry, despite the good move, will be stopped short of the 10. The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. They'll keep it on the ground. It's Leonard. And this carry brought to an end at the 8. Good stick skills, just not much room there to operate. Looking to throw. And it's caught. touchdown. A great play there. His third touchdown now on the year.
And the Crusaders are on the board first here this afternoon.
One of the keys to their long winning streak has been scoring first. An ideal drive right there, getting the first 6 points of the ball game.
Do you go back to our meeting with the offensive coordinator? Remember what he told us?
Absolutely.
With some teams, I script to probe in the early part of the game. Other teams, I script to attack. They've been in attack mode for these ball games and continue that in this one.
Extra point splits the uprights, and it's now a 7-0 game. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And he'll elect not to return this one, so they'll bring it out to the 25 on the touchback. So now we'll get a look at the other offensive unit as they come out for their first possession. And trotting out there leading them is their fourth-year quarterback.
That was a solid performance last week, wasn't it? 2 touchdowns, no interceptions, ran the team well, won the ball game. Bottom line, may not have been earth-shattering, but it didn't need to be.
They'll come out throwing here on first down.
And that is incomplete. Oh, the coverage a little too good there, and it's second down.
He'll try again with the arm here on second down. He finds his man, complete. That's Schneider. 11 yards there, first down. We'll see what kind of mindset they have here offensively after giving up the touchdown on the opening drive.
And based on our time with them, prior to this game, I feel like they've got a good mindset going in. In fact, the discussion that we had with the coaching staff was, we may give up some points in this game, so our offense has to be ready each and every time to either equal or try and get us ahead and try and keep us ahead. This is their chance to respond to that first touchdown given up.
I think defensively you're okay with that. Here in the first quarter, he's going to get some catches, but they rallied to him quickly.
And that's what you count on, and I like what you just said. First quarter, can you do it all game long? They catch it, you tackle them, they go down on the spot. Because when you're able to do that and you don't give up big chunks of yardage after the catch, now you put the offense in a position where every series they have to work hard to pick up first downs, and you tend to stall them out when you do that.
It's a first down on a gain of 10.
On play action, they'll throw. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. And he's going to be brought down on what will be the final play of this first quarter.
After 7-0 on EA Sports. Second quarter now, and it's London with the football as they've got it with a 1st and 10.
This is Young on the carry, and he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. Second down. And he'll get a little over 2, maybe a full 3 down to the 32-yard line. They're going to look to throw. Throw left side complete. That's Schneider.
And they're going to move it down inside the 25.
Plenty of things to talk about here, partner, but to me, their defense gave up a touchdown on the first drive. How about how they're responding, coming back? That's a big third down pickup to keep their drive alive.
Now on first down, he'll drop to throw it. Got his man complete over the middle. It's Schneider.
And they're going to get this down to about the 17-yard line here.
2nd and 3. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete. So the incomplete pass on the last play, and that leads us to a 3rd and 3. And he's going to be a yard short. A 2-yard one.
Easily done because they throw a lot of misdirection at you. They try and fool you and get your eyes in the wrong place. But you're right about that one. He correctly figured that one out and made a really nice play.
Back to throw. This is caught. And they corral him just a couple yards shy of the end zone. Some collective exhales over there on the sideline. A big pickup through the air on 4th down to bring up 1st and goal. Here's Young. And they'll be driven back here, losing yardage to the 9. And that's a loss of 7 on the 1st down play.
You want to talk about the proverbial deer in the headlights? That's exactly what he was when he got the ball. Went to hit a lane and get upfield, and all he saw? Extra defenders bearing down on it. Perfect time to dial up the blitz. An excellent call.
2nd and 9 now. And that's incomplete.
Well, they certainly did a nice job there, picking him up out of the backfield and then running stride for stride with him. That's good coverage, and it led to an incompletion.
They'll look to throw on 3rd and goal. And probably the wise decision there. No one open. He just throws it away. And that keeps the field goal on the table as it's 4th down. And his kick is right there. It's good. And they are on the board, but still trailing. It's 7-3.
So both teams come away with points on their opening drives. Now they still trail. They answered the touchdown with a field goal, but at least able to break that goose egg here early.
And that is what's important, right? Because they didn't let that initial touchdown go unanswered. Took the ball themselves, moved it downfield, and put it through the post for 3 points. Game on.
Back onto the field comes this offense, ready for their 2nd drive. And they have the game here followed by the open date on their calendar next weekend. And Charles, this is a crew that you have to think really is relishing the opportunity to be on the couch for a few days.
Yeah, they certainly are, but let's face it, partner.
He coughs up the football near his own goal line. And this will be gathered up in the end zone, and that's a defensive touchdown. Once that ball was loose, the question was, would this be 2 or would it be 6? It's 6. The defense able to pounce on it.
And for the offense, the training didn't really kick in, did it? Once that ball comes loose, you've got to get on it, make sure that you recover it, or make sure you punch it out of the end zone. Anything but give it to the defense to score a touchdown.
Extra point up and through. And the lead is now 10-7. So not only the cough up, but then the pickup on the other side, the scoop, and the score the other way, the fumble return for a touchdown. And you can bet they're preaching 2 hands on the ball here as the kick's away following that fumble return.
Fielded just outside the goal line. And able to get this across the 20, but not much further as he's dropped it to 23-yard line. Now this offense back out and set to go for their next drive. Well, partner, fast forward with me for a second. Remember, next week they have the open week, so they're going to get some extended rest. Does that change how they manage the rest of this one?
I think it does a little bit, but not by too much, because you're right. You get the extra rest, you get a chance to heal up and kind of, do a little bit of a reset for this team. But it's also 7 extra days to think back to the last time they were on the field. So now, a little more importance on what they're getting done because they carry it with them for essentially 2 weeks.
After the penalty, a fresh set of downs. It's 1st and 10. They'll set up to throw. And he comes back with one complete.
And they're going to be set up now with a ball at the 13-yard line.
Now that was pretty. They executed that curl route versus zone coverage, and that changes things a little bit because against man, it's often a tight curl, sharply run route. Against zone, you're just looking for that open spot, that dead area, so you may curl it a little bit wider just to get to that place.
And usually a tight window. He fired a bullet in there for the completion. And he'll be dropped at about the 11 after only a yard.
2 minutes remaining in the first half. 10-7, our score.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
And it's caught. They'll wind up getting 7 on the play, and that'll leave them with a 3rd and 2. They'll look to throw. Touchdown! A great effort there.
with his second touchdown of the game, 4th of the year. And the Crusaders are once again back in front.
Now the try here for the extra point. And that makes it 14-10. So that drive, 4 plays. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes.
Taken in at the 3. And taken down just past the 20 at about the 21-yard line.
Back onto the field comes this offense, ready for their second drive. And looking at this situation, Charles, you got more than a minute. You've got all 3 timeouts. Probably no need to play this safe.
So what you're saying is that we're doing a little bit of a mind meld here, aren't we? Because I'm thinking along the same lines as you. This amount of time, don't be compelled to play it too safe. This is a chance to get points on the board. Press it a little bit.
Especially since a touchdown here gets you the lead. They'll drop to throw. He finds his man, complete. That's Schneider. They'll get to the line here, but remember, it's also 3rd down. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. Now the offense going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime. Catch number 100 for his career right there, and it's good enough to keep the chains moving. They'll look to throw again. He's going to hit his man out of the backfield, complete. Now another timeout called for by the offense as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this first half. Finding a safety valve here. That's complete. They're going to need to get up and set in a hurry. Back to throw again. Throwing middle, and it's complete.
And he'll be brought down just shy of the 40.
On first down, he'll drop to throw. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And offensively, they'll take the timeout with 6 seconds left in the second quarter.
Well, offensively, that's the mismatch that you want. You want to force a linebacker to try and cover your back out of the backfield, out in some open space. But linebackers nowadays, they run like backs, and they take a lot of pride in covering. What a nice play he made there in the open field.
So a favorable bounce that time, to say the least, and he's able to convert the field goal there from a long distance.
Yeah, the guys behind the end zone didn't need to hike the net up for this one. That thing was a dying quail, but he finds a way to boink it off the crossbar and make it drop through.
Fielded just outside the goal line.
So a very tight first half. We had to break in a 1-point game. As it's time now to send you back stateside to Orlando, Florida, and check in with Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
All right, Brandon, good work in that first half. More from you guys in a minute. But first, let's get to some scores right here on the day.
Well, why don't we hold off on the halftime update after all? Seems like everyone's ready to go here for the second half in Week 8 in the NFL.
All right, Coach, thanks. Yeah, both teams likely to make some changes in what's been a closely fought battle to this point. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. And this offense set to go now to begin the third quarter. And they're still very much in this game, although they do trail. What's the game plan, Charles, for the second half?
It might be a little counterintuitive because most people will think losing equals passing the ball more, but I'd establish the running game. They kind of went away from it in the first half. I think if they get back in balance, it'll help them when they put the ball back in the air. That was a nicely run slant route, and what the receiver's trying to do is make the defender think he's going upfield for a deeper route, and then breaks it off, usually after about 3 to 4 steps, and cuts towards the middle of the field. And now what he's trying to do is use his body to keep the defender away from the football and give the quarterback a really nice target.
Well, they'll run it here on the jet sweep, and he will lose yardage here to the 31-yard line. Looking at a 2nd and 11 now after the loss. He'll drop to throw. Over the middle, it's complete. That'll give him 8 that time, and now it's 3rd and 3.
That's the gain of 8. Makes it 3rd and 3.
Here's a handoff out of the gun.
And he'll be touched out here, but not before he does pick up the first.
You can just kind of sense the momentum turning here. It's 1st and 10.
The play-action fake. They'll look to throw. And a throw right sideline is complete. And he is out of bounds inside the 35. 23 yards on the play.
A couple of first downs right in succession, and this is an offense that can really use a good drive, and they're off to a fast start here.
So on the other side of the field now, it's 1st and 10 as they've got things rolling on this drive. They'll set up a throw. A quick throw, but incomplete. From the 34, they'll come to the line on 2nd and 10. Now a toss here, short side. And this play will be blown up. He'll lose yardage back at the 38. That second down play nets a -4.
I think it's pretty evident. We can say what a difference a week makes. Last week, he ran pretty much wild, didn't he? Did pretty much what he wanted to do. But this one, they've stopped him cold. That, to me, that's good scouting and even better execution.
Yeah, and they stopped him behind the line right there. They obviously watched the tape a few times and made some adjustments. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Schneider. And this play comes to a halt at the 33, and obviously that's well short of the first down. And I don't think this has the carry. It does not. It's no good, and that'll keep this a 1-point game. Down here in the 3rd quarter, obviously that's one they could have used.
Yeah, and one of my favorite special teams coaches in the NFL told me what separates the kickers in the NFL versus the ones who are not is not the misses. It's the second miss in a row. Best kickers in the league, they don't miss 2 in a row. He's got to get his head back together in case he gets another shot.
They'll look to throw here. Simpson reels it in over the middle.
And he'll be tackled on the other side of midfield at the 46-yard line.
Back to throw now on 1st down. Throwing into traffic there, and that's complete.
And he'll be brought down inside the 40-yard line.
On 2nd down now, it's Leonard, and he'll go down here at the 35-yard line. 4 yards the pickup, 1st down. In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
And they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin, too.
They'll look to throw here on 1st down. And he's got his man in stride, complete.
And he'll be brought down at about the 23-yard line.
That's the 3rd time on this drive that these two have connected with each other. They've got a real rapport going. And right now, it's paying off with big chunks of yardage, as shown by that last play.
Under a minute to go in this 3rd quarter as they come up 1st and 10.
Now a give, right side.
Leonard brought down at the 20. So that was a very nice play, Charles, from a very speedy cornerback.
And sometimes all of your best laid plans of play design, your X's and O's, they can't always account for individual effort defensively. And this was one of those times. Just a terrific play to hustle over there and get the running back to the ground.
Here's a 2nd and 7. He finds his man, complete. That's Simpson. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. It's a nice pickup of 12 yards, and it gives them a 1st and goal. It'll be 1st and goal when we come back. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. So 1st and goal, 6 points here would go a long way toward wrapping this one up. A throw there, but that's going to wind up incomplete. Nothing on 1st down, so the ball remains at the 8-yard line, 2nd and goal. Up the middle they go. It's Leonard, and he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. A lot of tired bodies on that field, but this is a big play, 3rd and goal. He'll look to throw. Touchdown! A 2-yard touchdown grab.
And the Crusaders will add to their fourth quarter lead.
Point after, right down the middle. And that will ensure that it will take a touchdown and a 2-point conversion to tie it. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away.
Takes it at the 7. And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25. London about set to take over on offense. Still plenty of time here in the fourth quarter. Just a one-possession game, down 8. They'll be looking for the touchdown and 2-point conversion. A field goal here on this drive does very little at this stage.
They'll start this drive out on the ground. And not much there. Maybe a yard up to the 24. The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. He'll look to throw. And they've got the hook up. This is Olsen. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30. This offense so far on 3rd down, they've hit 4 of 7. This is 3rd and 4. He finds his man, the tight end Olsen. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. Give him the 3rd down conversion, 5 yards on the play.
This possession means so much for them. They've got to focus on this drive and find a way to make this a one-possession game.
Yes.
Got to get a score.
Yeah, so good with a field goal. Don't necessarily need a touchdown. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the first down run. He gets maybe 3. Now back to throw. And Olsen over the middle. That'll go for a gain of 7. And that's going to make it 3rd down and less than a yard. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw.
And this pass broken up. Excellent coverage there on 3rd down, as that was not an easy one to hold on to.
From a defensive perspective, they had exactly what you want anytime they want to throw the football. There's pressure on the quarterback. They were getting after him, and they tightened down on the receivers and forced the incompletion.
Got to try it here. He's back to throw. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. A solid pickup of 5 and a very solid 4th down conversion. And defensively, pure frustration.
A new lease on life after the 4th down conversion. Here's 1st and 10.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. He finds his man, complete. It's Norris.
And they'll get this down to the 42-yard line.
Again, he'll drop to throw. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. And they'll be stopped at the 28 on a play that started at the 14. They pick up 14.
And this was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open. Just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space. And it worked awfully well. Got him not just space, but plenty of room to run after the catch to pick up really nice yardage.
They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. He finds his man, complete. That's Schneider.
And they're going to get this down inside the 20.
Fourth quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a one-score game. So it's our home team here in possession of the football as we come back. They come up on a 2nd down now in a game that looks like it's going to go down to the wire. And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. First down now, but that clock rolling. Throwing there, but this pass is going to wind up incomplete. So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. They do get a yard there, but only a yard. Leaves him with 3rd and 9 looming. They'll look to throw. And stopped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3. Back to throw. And this will be caught. Touchdown. So in the final minute here now, a 2-point conversion will tie the game.
The touchdown's massive, but now they've got to have 2 to possibly take this to overtime.
All right, now a big 2-point conversion attempt still to come. They'll try and throw for it. Flush to his, and he's gonna be sacked. They came after him, he couldn't get away, and this remains a 2-point game. And the failure to convert and tie the game, now the pressure shifts back to the defense.
But I think it was the right play. I think it was the right call to try and tie the game there. Kick an extra point, you're still down 1. What's the sense? I like what they did.
And this is going to be recovered by the hands team. And that should just about put a capper on this one. And that's why you have your hands team out there on the field. Those are the best guys ready to make that play.
And let's face it, it was executed well. It wasn't a bad kick. It wasn't anything like that. Just that the normal outcome actually came to play. Analytics will tell you it's a very low possibility of getting the ball for the team kicking it in an onside kick situation.
You're all about the numbers, aren't you?
All about the numbers, baby. It's a new game now.
They don't lie. On first down, it's Leonard, and he'll fight forward on the straight-ahead running for just a couple of yards. Second down. They'll keep it on the ground. Leonard. Now a second timeout called for by the defense, as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds left to go in the game. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. He's going to get this one out to his fullback. So they'll wind up losing 5 yards on the play, and that's going to bring up a 4th down.
Excuse my snarkiness here, but isn't the idea of completing a pass supposed to mean you get downfield and gain yards?
Especially on 3rd down.
Yeah, that one. How about the defense? Figured that one out in a big way. Yeah, they completed it all right and lost yardage.
So now Las Vegas down by 2, and time a huge factor. How will this thing pan out? We'll watch as they come up on 1st down. He'll look to throw. He's going to let it fly. He's got a man, complete.
And he's brought down. They took a big shot there. It pays off. A solid gain downfield.
And now a throw on 1st down there, but it's incomplete. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Back to throw. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete. So now 3rd and 10. A big play to start the drive, but nothing since. One final shot. They'll look to throw. This for all the marbles. And this is incomplete. So no miracles here on the final play. And this ball game is over.
A fun, close ball game comes to an end. On that last play, Charles, they were on the wrong side of midfield. They needed something near a miracle, and they couldn't get it done.
Yeah, the effort, that was good. Very good, in fact. They were just a little too far out to get a decent look at the end zone for that last opportunity. Couldn't get it done, but a nice game overall.
So for our visitors, the win form is number 6 on the year. And they'll be able to enjoy this one through the bye week before they get back at it again. Meanwhile, for London, they drop back to 500 now at 4 up and 4 down. And they'll get a chance to redeem themselves at home. inching closer toward the midway point of this NFL season, and we're underway on EA Sports.
This fielded right at the goal line. And he will be brought down here inside the 20. Good coverage as he's dropped at the 17.
So out comes this offense to take over for the first time. And they will be led out by their 6'3" quarterback.
He had the numbers of a game last week that if you win, you talk about him being a gritty guy, managing the game, getting it done. But they lost. So obviously 2 interceptions, 1 touchdown pass, that's not going to be good enough. Got to get that changed around.
They'll start on the ground here on first down. 5 yards on the game's first play, second down. And they'll give him another shot here on the ground. And he'll be brought down right at the 30 here.
Holding offense.
They'll come up now on a second and long after the hold.
They'll look to throw. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And he'll go down after losing yardage at the 10. And I don't think this is the script they had in mind for their opening drive. This is third and long. Flushed out right. And this turns into disaster. He's not going to get forward progress. That'll be a safety. Well, we thought these two defenses, they might come to play. One has already come to play here. A safety for the opening points of the game.
Brandon, let's file this play away because if it turns out to be a tight game, who knows? This could wind up being the difference.
So a free kick situation forthcoming from the 20 as they'll punt this one away. Fielded at about the 28. So here are the Bears now for their opening drive. And a glance here at the vet. He's got a lot of years under his belt in the National Football League.
Well, he did go 2-2 in the last ball game. Well, actually, he went 2-2-1, with the 1 being the victory.
Yeah.
That's the bottom line there. But wasn't it funny at practice? He threw one when we were watching, threw an interception, and the defense got on him a little bit, good-naturedly. But they're letting him know, you got to cut down those interceptions. We can't bail you out all the time.
Yeah, 2 touchdowns, 2 picks. But as you said, they got the win in that effort last week.
He finds a little bit of room, enough for 4 yards. It'll be second down.
Second and 6. And he's got his man in stride, complete. That one a first down pickup of 8.
Never make the mistake that the slot receivers, especially the little guys like we're watching here, are just quicker than fast. A lot of them combine quickness and speed, and they catch a lot of footballs, as we just saw there.
They'll look to throw now on first down. Sideline throw, it's complete. And a nice job there of keeping the toes in bounds. Second and 3.
And that nearly an interception here on this opening drive, but he gets a reprieve. It's third down.
Back to throw again. For Kidder here, it's complete.
And he will have the Bears first down, I do believe. Yes, he's got it by about a yard there on third and 3.
Counting down toward the midway point in quarter 1. They go play action here on first down. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete. They'll look to throw again. Looking left sideline, incomplete. Here comes the 8th play of the drive, and they need a full 10 yards on third down. Back to throw here. Throwing for his... And he fumbled it. It's on the ground.
And he can only manage to take this thing to the 38, well shy of the first down.
Wow, that ball gets knocked free, but a teammate comes along and scoops it up. almost like baseball. Guys at bat, people are on base in scoring position. One guy doesn't get him home. The next guy comes through and picks him up.
And avoids the turnover. So coming on now is the field goal unit. They're going to try for 3, and he'll need all the leg he's got here. And he has got it from 55 yards away. That was never in doubt.
So when you factor in the safety, this now a 5-point swing.
And look, I'm not going to turn away a 5-point swing because 5 points, that's valuable. Don't get me wrong on this. But if they could have taken that safety and added 7 to it, now you're talking about a really big swing.
Back onto the field comes this offense, ready for their second drive.
And last time they surrendered the safety, we know they don't want to do that again.
That is just one of those oddities in scoring that we get, and it's just so strange to see that go up on the board, and then you got to make sure that that doesn't happen to your team again. They've got to take care of the ball.
But boy, it juices up the defense.
Oh, without a doubt. That's a great way to score some points.
The drive starting with a first down, 11 yards on that pickup.
And what a nice example there of a tight end doing exactly what he needs to do. How about how he worked his way to the outside, made sure he secured the catch, and then anything after that, we count that as a bonus. And indeed, he gets enough for the first down.
And they'll let the quarterback keep it here on 1st and 10.
He'll be dropped shy of the 40 despite an excellent display of footwork.
And they'll run on the inside handoff.
Nowhere to go that time. He maybe got a yard up to the 40. On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. Looking middle, and that's complete.
And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made here at the Bears 42. 18
and a new set of downs.
I think when they look at their offense, they think to themselves, weapons, weapons everywhere, and they want to move the ball around. They want to spread it to different people, but you absolutely know they want to get this man involved as well, and that's what they just did on that play.
So into Bear territory now. This is 1st and 10 at the 42-yard line. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. Escaping the pressure right. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete. An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10.
From the gun, they'll try to run it.
And he's going to be down at the 35. Gain of 7. An entertaining start to this one. More to come on EA Sports. Columbus with the football here to begin the 2nd quarter as they've got it with a 3rd down coming up. And they'll keep leaning on the running game. Back to the ground. And they needed 2. They could only get 1. 4th down.
And that was a big-time play by the defense. They as well knew where the first down line was, and they didn't let them get anywhere near it.
Now on 4th down, out comes the field goal unit here. From the left hash, it's an even 50-yard attempt. And this will split the uprights. It's right down the middle, and that will cut the lead down to just 2. So they get the 3. It was 4th and 1, and I think you were doing what I was doing. I was looking down at the sideline. I'm not sure the offensive unit wanted the 3. They wanted to go for it.
But when have we ever seen a unit that didn't want to go for it in that situation,
That's true.
right? Sometimes it's just way more important to have the points on the board than to worry about any type of a gamble.
And a decent return out to the 27-yard line.
Chicago works their way back onto the field here for their 2nd drive of the game.
And they are winners of 2 straight games as they have climbed back to 500 now on the season.
And you and I both know that this can be a tough team to figure out sometimes, because I remember a few weeks ago you and I having a conversation where we both thought that this was a season that could get away from them pretty quickly. Obviously not.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down.
It's now 2nd and 10. 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 2nd and 10.
This is intercepted. And he's able to get it back to the 41-yard line. Well, look, we're watching a quarterback here that's obviously been around for a long time. That's a throw he wishes he had back.
He certainly does, but as you well know, this is a guy that's used to taking a few chances, used to fitting it into tight windows. These are throws that he's made before. Didn't happen to get it completed in this case.
Columbus's offense just about ready to go again.
And last time able to get 3. It's not what they wanted. They wanted 6, but they got at least something. They mustered something out of the drive.
They'll take it. I like the way you've described it. Not ideal, but they'll take it. Anything to put some points on the board. But this time on offense, they don't even want to see the field goal kicker trot on the field. They want that ball in the end zone.
They'll be going for 6. Throwing middle, and it's complete. And he gets this to the 35. Good for a gain of 5. On 3rd and short, they'll try and pick it up through the air. He's got the hook up here on the comebacker, complete. Second catch for him today, and it'll wind up a first down.
I don't care how many times we see it. I still get a kick out of watching quarterbacks and receivers do the pass tree in pregame warm-up. But I always remember that when we go to practices, we see that after practices as well. They really tune it up, don't they?
They tune it up. They know why they do it for these situations. First down.
And they build that trust, and that's why they're able to find him in this type of a situation.
They'll look to throw here on first down. And it's caught. Touchdown. A great play there. His 3rd touchdown now on the year.
And the Caps have moved out in front.
That's why you've got your star out there. Throw the ball to him. They did.
That's simply saying we don't care what coverage you put out there. He's so good. We're going there with the football anyway, and there's not a thing you can do about it.
Inside the red zone, they go to him. He gets it done. Now they'll line up to kick the extra point. And the lead is up to 5. Just a 4-play drive that time. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away.
Taken in at the 3. And he returns this to the 22. Another drive coming up for this Chicago offense. And we'll see if they can bounce back from that last drive. In particular, if they can bounce back at the quarterback position, Charles, after throwing their first interception of the ball game.
Yeah, some guys, you know they're going to want to try and get a big play right away and take control back. Others, they're going to look to hit a couple shorter passes and get a little momentum back that way.
But for the defense, that goal's not changing a bit. They want another pick.
You're exactly right about that. In fact, you've got to watch them a little bit because in coverage, they may cut down their gap.
Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. And the return stops at the 39-yard line.
So rare to see any quarterback toss back-to-back interceptions in the NFL, regardless of status or experience. Whether it's him personally or just the offensive game plan, I think this defense is reading something out there, and they're holding the upper hand.
Their quarterback leading this offense back out. He threw a touchdown pass last time they had it. And he'll look to get him in the end zone again here as they start with a first down. And they'll begin by running the option.
And he'll take this one down to the 36. Give him 3 on the keeper there, and it is second down.
When you think about this strong safety position, they're the more bulkier guys in the free safety, but that's a great athleticism to hustle in and break up that play.
And I do believe that sometimes as a defender, when you see read option, you're just making an educated guess because the offense feels like no matter what move you make, it turns out right for them. Sometimes it can burn you making that.
And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. The defense rising to the challenge and setting him back on the sand.
Now that was a passer's nightmare. The front door totally shut down by the defense. They kept going backwards, hoping to find another avenue of escape. It didn't exist.
The offense on third down, they've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This will be 3rd and a mile. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. And pressure coming, and they got him once again. And now that brings up 4th down there, a loss of 6 yards on the sack.
So Charles, no turnovers yet for this offense, but those sacks now, they're starting to pile up.
And one thing usually leads to another because they've got to figure out how the offensive line and everyone else involved in protection can keep their quarterback upright and allow him a chance to throw the ball downfield.
They bring their punter out there now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. He punted 4 times in the loss last week as he gets this one away here. And a great job here. This is going to turn out to be a beauty. This is marked down at about the 3-yard line.
That is how you flip field position. That's an absolute bomb of a punt. Downs it inside the 5-yard line. Absolutely ideal.
From that position, you're hoping to get it down inside the 15, inside the 5. Superb. They begin with a run by Davis. And he'll fight forward on the straight-ahead running for just a couple of yards. 2nd down. Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8. And we'll remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the NFL. And he's going to go down. He backed up into the end zone, and this is going to wind up a safety.
Normally we think about big swings and scores before a half. We think offense, but this time their defense made the play. Instant pressure off the snap.
And remember, following the safety, you give the football up as well, and they free kick it from the 20 now.
Free kick out of bounds.
That flag accepted, and it backs the offense up a little bit.
They've got good starting field position as they come up here 1st and 10, right at the 50-yard line. Looking to throw. And it's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. He'll look to throw. Over the middle into traffic, and that's complete.
And they're going to get this down near the 35-yard line.
Good strong throw and catch right there. And so far in this game, the alleys have been open for them to get completions, and they're taking advantage of it.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Over the middle, it's complete.
And he's going to get this down near the 25.
Now before this 2nd down play, we'll get whistles and a timeout, as they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime. Still a few inches short of a 1st down as they come up now on 2nd down. He'll look to throw. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete.
And he's brought down inside the 20 at the 18-yard line.
Now another timeout called for by the offense, as the clock will stop with 55 seconds to go until halftime.
So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18.
Inside the red zone here. They'll look to throw. Over the middle, complete. It's Roth. Down he goes at the 10 with a solid pickup of 8.
Let's just break this down and make it pretty simple. Key to the drag route, letting the play develop, finding the hole in the defense, and giving your athlete, yes, athlete, a chance to make something happen once he has the ball in his hands.
2nd and 2, 1st down marker at the 8.
They'll set up to throw. And that one will fall incomplete. Clock here now, just under 30 seconds to go in this 1st half. They'll go to the air here on 3rd and 2. Touchdown! A great effort there. With his 2nd touchdown of the game, 4th of the year.
And the Caps will extend their lead in the final minute of the half.
CD for them. This has just been an offensive explosion here in the second quarter.
Yeah, held scoreless in the first quarter. Now they find the end zone again here in the second.
It's a victory for our visitors. And we talked so much about the turnover battle determining who wins and who loses. This game, no exception. They didn't turn the ball over at all, and they go on to victory.
They look like a smooth operation in this one, didn't they? Because you look at every facet of the game, they handled their business. Offense took care of the football, converted it into points. Defense took the ball away, gave it back to the offense. Special teams, right there with them. That's the type of game a coach is going to really love and value. And when they show the film, that's to be careful not to give out too many kudos and kill their motivation going forward.
So for our visitors, it's a rare win, just their second in these first 8 games.
And they will head back home next week. Meanwhile, for Chicago, they fall a game under the 500 mark at 3-4 through 7 games. And they'll get a home date next week against the Minnesota.
It's the National Football League on EA Sports. And up next is the Miners Athletic Corner. He's coming in well.
Lurching closer toward the midway point of this NFL season, and we're underway on EA Sports.
This one fielded at the 5. And he'll be stopped up at the 25.
So here's the Viking offense making their way out. And leading them out, their signal caller, now in his 4th season in the NFL.
I tell you what, when he's on schedule for that week, secondaries take notice because you've got to stay alert back there on every snap. A truly powerful arm, one that's capable of challenging any level of the defense on any given play. That's why so many scouts preach arm talent when preparing for the NFL draft. A quarterback with arm strength to make every throw in the book, he's an asset to have in any offense.
They'll start out on the ground with Jones. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
Well, this defense, Charles, really played well in that win a week ago.
And how'd you like to be the quarterback reviewing the game tape from last week and seeing this defense on the spot on almost every snap? If the ball was in the air, they took it away. If the ball was popped free, they picked it up. 5 takeaways in last week's game.
An early test for this defense. Here we go on 3rd and inches. Here's Cooper. It's complete to Drake. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. It's a 7-yard gain there, and it's good enough to move the chains.
And Brandon, from our time in college football, where receivers weren't running the traditional NFL route tree, one thing they did learn, find open areas, find soft spots, and set up and catch the ball. And I think we just saw that there.
Yeah, we saw that indeed, picking up the first. Here's a give to Jones running left. And he'll lose yardage here, back at the 41. So after the loss of a yard, they'll look to push forward here on 2nd down and 11.
Now Cooper looks to throw.
He finds his... And now the ball's out. Fumble near midfield. And this is picked up by the defense. And he'll take it across midfield and down to the 48-yard line. And without a doubt, not the way they pictured that opening drive unfolding.
No, they were making progress. They weren't exactly in high gear, but they were making a few yards along the way. And now that they've coughed it up, you got to go back to the sidelines and regroup a little bit.
So now you've got their offense coming out for the first time with great initial field position. And leading them out there, we get a look at their 6'3" quarterback.
If you ask coaches at any level to design their ideal leader of a team, I think they're going to check every box with this guy. He's got the poise to handle responsibility. He stays calm under any kind of pressure, and he brings out the best of his teammates each and every week.
They'll try and start this drive in the air. He finds his man complete. It's Schaefer.
And he's going to be taken down right at the 40-yard line.
2nd and 1. Toward the sideline, and he will have the first down as he was able to keep the feet in bounds. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. Firing quickly here, and that's complete.
And he'll be taken down here just shy of the 30.
Brings up 2nd and 5 at the 31-yard line.
On 2nd down, it's Schaefer. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down.
No gain on the play. Brings up 3rd down.
They're going to look to throw. Completes it to Douglas. And he's down inside the 5 at the 4 before he's out of bounds. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
That's a sharp throw right there on 3rd down. They're looking to get the first points of the game, and they certainly don't want to be on a field goal. So that's a nice job to get the hook up and set up a 1st and goal.
1st and goal, a chance to convert that early turnover into points.
Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. Blitz coming, and down he goes. It'll go as a loss of 8 and a tough result there on 1st and goal.
1st and goal looked like things were set up nicely, and now all of a sudden on 2nd and goal, Charles, a big challenge ahead of them.
And you have to know when you're this close to the goal line, things are going to happen faster, so you've got to get the ball out quick. Not going to have much time in the pocket before the defenders bring pressure.
They'll try again on 2nd and goal after going backwards to the 12. They'll drop to throw. And a quick throw here, that's complete. This will be play number 8 on the drive. It's 3rd and goal. Back to throw. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. No gain on the play. And that's going to make it 4th down.
As a defense, you're more balanced when you're in zone coverage because you're able to keep your eyes on the quarterback and see the play develop in front of you. You're able to keep the quick pass in front of them and stop it right at the line of scrimmage.
So on 4th down, Sean McVay going to send out the field goal unit. From the right hash here, should be an easy one. And this one is right through. And that'll make it 3-0 here in the 1st. So an opening drive field goal maybe doesn't whip this crowd into a frenzy, but I think that they will take the early lead.
There's no doubt about it. They will always take the early lead, and maybe that celebration comes later if they play well and they can break things open. But right now, this is all about letting the offense just get settled in.
And he had no room to run as he's tackled down inside the 20.
The Vikings taking the field here for their 2nd drive of the game.
They were winners the last time they took the field, which was 2 weeks ago. They had the open week last week, so this is a squad that should be really refreshed and ready to roll.
I would agree because when you get that open week after a victory, it does wonders for everyone. Obviously, your body, get a chance to heal up, but your mind as well. You feel good about winning, so now you can get away from it for a few days, put down the playbook, turn off the film. Just be you. Enjoy that time away, and then you come back ready to go.
And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. Three 3-0 after one on EA Sports. The Vikings with the football here to begin the 2nd quarter. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Cooper will look to throw it. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Franklin. Give him a gain of 5 on the completion, and that'll make it 2nd down. Looking to throw. Cooper.
A quick throw knocked away. It's incomplete.
They come up now 3rd and 5 following the incomplete pass. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. They'll roll him out right. And he gets this only to the 44-yard line. Not near enough to keep the drive alive. Only able to get back a yard for his efforts, and that leads us to 4th down.
And, partner, I would guess that in his headset he was hearing from his coach, it's 3rd down, don't take a sack. And in this case, he's able to avoid the pressure and get out of there. He doesn't get the 1st down, but he does turn a possible loss into positive yardage.
The Vikings send out their punter as he's on to punt for the first time this afternoon. Fielded just inside the 20. 33 yards is the distance on the punt there. And out will come the offense as they take over. Back onto the field comes this offense, ready for their 2nd drive.
Sitting in 1st place in the division. They've got an open date on the calendar coming up next week. So, Charles, you and I were talking about this before the game. This one for them kind of has some extra importance.
It certainly does, because if they can get the win here and pad their lead a bit or at least keep pace, then they can really kick their feet up and say a job well done at this point and not have to worry about ball at all until they're back in their facility, back in their meeting room, getting ready for the next game.
And he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down.
They were not fooling around at all, were they? Second and short, and they brought out the heavy package. Almost felt like the super heavy package against that defense, didn't it?
Yeah, I don't think they expected that much beef up front, and it turned into an easy first down conversion. And some nifty running there. Ultimately, it doesn't get him a whole lot, but it does take him to the 45. On second down now, it's Schaefer. And no room that time, getting it to about the 46.
A couple extra tight ends in the formation here as they line up 3rd and 2.
They'll keep it on the ground. Schaefer, he will have the first down as he's brought down up near midfield. A 3rd down gain of 3 yards, and that'll be enough.
I haven't met a football team yet that runs the ball successfully that doesn't talk about having an attitude to be a running football team, right? You got to be able to put your nose in there, smell where the first down sticks are, and get there.
Two first downs have him up near midfield now on 1st and 10. Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. And this one's incomplete. So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10. On play action, they'll throw.
A quick throw knocked away and incomplete.
This offense on 3rd down today, they've been okay. 2 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 10. A throw there, but that's going to wind up incomplete. And on now is the punter, as he'll come on to kick this one away.
That is how you flip field position. That's an absolute bomb of a punt. Downs it inside the 5-yard line. Absolutely ideal.
From that position, you're hoping to get it down inside the 15, inside the 5. Superb. Now the Minnesota offense set to take over again. The crowd may be losing just a little bit of the edge after back-to-back punts.
They want some big plays. They want to see some offense. They want to see somebody break away, whether it's through the air or on the ground. Now it'll be interesting to see where the patience is on both sides. Each head coach, can you hang in there and not try and force something that could put your team in some jeopardy?
Trying to find some space to operate, and now they'll have it. A gain of 12, a big first down to get away from the end zone. Up the middle, Jones.
And he'll get what he can up the middle, 3 yards. That'll bring up 2nd down.
3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down. Operating from the gun, Cooper. Jones hit, and the ball's out. And his guys are going to get the football at the 23-yard line.
They had to settle for 3 last drive, hoping this second go-around ends in 6. In good position, 1st and 10.
They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. They're unable to connect, but a late flag comes in. And the contact may have come too early. So flag for the contact, pass interference.
And I know that you're going to look at me and roll your eyes, and rightfully so, because you know what I'm going to say. Doesn't the defender have a right to the football as well?
No, I don't like defenders.
That's because you spend too much time with me. Okay, I'll side with you on this one.
And it's caught. Touchdown. A great play there. His first touchdown of the year.
And the Miners are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Well, that connection, it looked like they maybe had some pre-play communication. Maybe one of them noticed an area that was open in the defense to get the pass to.
When you put the time in, sometimes you have that great silent communication that you just noticed right there, because the best quarterback-receiver combos in the NFL, they know how to make those adjustments at the line of scrimmage when they see something pre-play, and they got it done there.
Extra point right down the middle. And the lead grows to 10-0. Well, that drive started with not a whole lot of real estate in front of them. In plus territory, excellent field position. 2 plays later, pay dirt. And he'll elect not to return this one, so they'll bring it out to the 25 on the touchback. And now out comes Minnesota.
Charles, we'll see what they can do here. Not a ton of time left, but enough certainly to get points out of this drive, and they need them right now because they're trailing.
Yeah, this is exactly why you practice a 2-minute drill all through camp and at least one practice each week before a game. A minute left, more than enough time to string a few completions together, reach the end zone, and then make that walk back to the locker room just a little more animated.
And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bodying him up defensively, and now it brings up 3rd down.
Cooper from the gun on 3rd down.
He'll drop this underneath for Jones.
And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. The Vikings going to signal for the first of their timeouts. Again, he'll drop to throw, as they'll stop it with a tick under a minute to go before half. And an incomplete pass. That'll stop the clock here with just under a minute to play in half number 1. To throw on 2nd and 10. Cooper, and he hits Drake. Now another timeout called for by the offense as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. They'll look to throw again. And he's going to be sacked. They sack him back right at the midfield stripe. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw.
And that throw behind his man. He missed him. Incomplete.
A long way to go here on 3rd down for the 8th play of the drive. From the shotgun, a give to Jones. And good penetration here. He'll get this down only to about the 49-yard line. Just a 1-yard pickup there, and it'll be 4th down. The Vikings send out their punter as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. Oh, it's a wobbler here. And this one goes angling out of bounds, and it will be spotted inside the 30-yard line. So we reach halftime here in a 10-point game as we send you cross-country to Orlando. Jonathan Coachman is there and has our EA Sports halftime report.
All right, Brandon, good work in that first half. More from you guys in a minute. But first, let's get to some scores right here on the day before Halloween. Lastly, let's check on one final game for you. And you can see they are scoreless as they play the 2nd quarter. With that, we take a look at the next-gen stats in that first half for the Vikings. And they will need to get this passing game in gear because they did not do much of anything in that first half. And it's why the scoreline is what it is. Meanwhile, on the other side, they too have found passing lanes to be hard to come by so far. As you see by the numbers, they'll need to figure that out in the 2nd half.
All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3.
This one fielded at the 5.
And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24.
And this offense set to go now to begin the 3rd quarter.
They'll come out throwing here on 1st down. Wide open receiver, complete. Touchdown. A big play there with touchdown number 8 on the year.
And the Miners come right out of the locker room and score here in the opening minute of the 3rd quarter. For as big and strong as some of these guys are, especially when you see them in full pads, it is sometimes hard to appreciate how truly fast they can move. That was incredible.
An extra point attempt to follow here. He's got it, and it's 17-0. Those are the kind of drives they like on offense, from the coordinator to the quarterback, the line, everybody. One-play drive and into the end zone for 6. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And they'll put up the stop sign there as his guys will get it at the 25. It's the Vikings' turn on offense. We get ready for their first possession of the second half. They'll try and get the running game going with Jones. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. Back to throw. Cooper. He finds his man. Complete. That's Drake. And they'll get to him after a gain of 7 to the 47. Looking to throw again on second down. Cooper. He finds his man. Complete. That's Drake.
And he'll be tackled on the other side of midfield at the 46-yard line.
And the Vikings first down.
Still in search of their first touchdown of the game, but they're on the move. 1st and 10. A give to Jones. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9. Operating from the gun. Cooper. He finds his man. Complete. That's Hodges.
And he'll be taken down here just shy of the 30.
But look what we have here, a sustained drive, and that was certainly AWOL in the first half. They really struggled to try and move the football. But right now, they certainly seem to have the formula working. Let's see if they can keep it up.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Looking to throw. Cooper. He finds his man. Complete. That's Hodges.
And he's going to get this down near the 25.
Simple drag route here, lined up out left and tried to work his way back across the field. You probably saw me twitch there, partner, because I think he wanted the ball a little bit sooner. By the time he looked it in, defender was right on him.
On the counter, here's Jones.
And they're knocking on the door now as a good run there. Going to take this to about the 10-yard line. 49 yards on the ground for him now on 9 carries.
Sometimes it's hard to believe, but there are times this game is about patience, isn't it? Has had the game he expected, but that run there, that may get him going.
I was just going to say, maybe that gives him a little juice, because you're right, he struggled, especially in that first half.
Yeah, and I know the great ones always think to themselves, just hang in there. I'm just one big carry away from busting this open. That's a good start for him.
The 6-yard line, the line of scrimmage on 2nd and goal. The give is to Jones. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Minnesota. A great effort there.
With his 4th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Vikings get a bit closer. So that, Charles, their first score of the ballgame, obviously, coming here in the 3rd quarter. Is that going to be enough to energize the troops?
It's a great question, and we'll wait to see the answer, but it's finally something for them to build on. Now they know that they can actually score against that defense.
Extra point splits the uprights, and that'll cut the lead to 17-7. A good drive that time as they go 9 plays in all. And it's capped off by a touchdown run of 6 yards.
Takes it at the 7. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. Here's Sacramento's offense once more. But, partner, you know, coaches always say that every play is designed to score a touchdown. Sometimes that's not really true, but last drive, that was the case. One play to get into the end zone, and now they'll try to duplicate that success here.
And it's rare for those moments to happen. Incredible when they do. And you saw the celebration. Pure, unbridled joy after that one.
On 2nd down. And he coughed it up.
And space tough to come by there as he'll get maybe a yard to the 37. So possession still theirs, but now they face a 3rd down.
The play-action fake. They'll look to throw. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage.
I'm not sure that was necessarily a safety valve or a check down throw on third down. Sometimes just try and find the open guy and get him the ball. He did exactly that and found a way to pick up a first down.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Now a handoff up the middle. Schaefer. And this has been a familiar sight all afternoon as they stop him behind the line. They'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11. Now, they struggled to get him rolling on the ground in the first half, and that's sort of continuing here in the third quarter.
Yeah, but I don't think it's time to abandon the running game. I would say keep feeding the horse, and I believe he'll eventually reward them, especially as we get deeper in the game.
Second and 11. Over the middle, complete. That's Schaefer. And this winds up a pickup of 2, maybe 2.5 to about the 39. On third down, he'll drop to throw. Into a double team, and it's intercepted.
And the Vikings are going to take possession of the football. So a potential momentum shifter there, working with a 2-score lead, third quarter, but that not the smartest of throws.
I would agree with you on that one because this game is still very much in the balance. It felt pretty one-sided to this point, but now if these guys can turn this turnover into points, things could start getting a little more interesting.
Now this will probably be the last play of the quarter. Running right, Jones. And he'll manage to pick up about 4. It's 2nd down. So both teams trade touchdowns in the third as we're through 3 quarters of play. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. From the 41, Cooper. He finds his man, complete. It's Hodges.
And he'll be taken down here just shy of the 30.
Well, every drive from here out is definitely crucial and critical. They know that they need to get at least 3 here to get it back to a 1-score game. But I can't imagine that in their huddle that they're thinking at all about getting a field goal. They want to get into the end zone and then try and get the ball back again.
Here's Cooper throwing on first down. The left side completion to Jones.
And they'll work this down inside the 30. Got it here at the 29 on 2nd and 8.
Operating from the gun. Cooper. He finds his man, complete. That's Hodges.
And he'll be taken down at about the 22-yard line.
Back to throw is Cooper. Off play action. And Jones has it over the middle.
And he will have a Vikings first down as they're able to convert by plenty there on 3rd and 1.
In a 2-score game, obviously, every play, every third down, like we saw there, magnified. Big pickup.
It was a huge pickup. What they really want, though, is to not even get to third down. They've got to maximize time and conserve as much as possible.
Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10.
This is Jones. And he stopped after only a yard, taking it down to the 14.
Second down, another shot for Jones.
And he'll fight his way down right around the 12.
The 3rd down now. Those last 2 plays indicative of how things have gone for them. Just nowhere to go on the ground and struggling to put up points.
Back to throw. Cooper. And this is going to be intercepted. If you combine last week and this week, he's got a hat trick going because he had 2 interceptions a week ago.
He's seeing the ball so well and understanding where receivers are and positioning. I mean, just watching him work with such great technique, and paying it off by actually catching the ball when he has a chance. He's helping his team in a huge way.
And now this offense comes back out onto the field. They have to like the position that they are in. Fourth quarter, 2-score lead, and now the ball back after the INT.
Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. Sideline throw. It's complete. And a nice job there of keeping the toes inbounds.
All right, say it with me now. There are a lot of different words we come up with. Maybe we go back and forth after that play, getting his toes tapped down to make that catch. Crafty.
Yep.
Wiley. Oh, definitely.
All the veteran names.
You name it. Has every move in the book and continued to get better throughout his career so he can make that type of a catch.
2 yards on the pickup, and that's all they needed to move the sticks.
First and 10 at the 31-yard line.
They'll look to throw. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2.
Nice rhythm throw there on first down. He located his tight end, made it a nice easy pitch and catch.
Hoping he can break a tackle or two. Wasn't able to do that there, but still good yardage. On second down now, it's Schaefer.
And good vision there as he's across midfield and down to the 45-yard line.
16 yards, a first down. Two minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So it's our home team here in possession of the football as we come back. And the scoreboard on their side, they're just looking to melt away these final couple of minutes and put this one in the left-hand column. Running game working, they'll stick with it on first down.
And good work there in open space. And he's got this all the way down now to the 32.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. They'll keep it on the ground. Schaefer.
And he edges forward, but only gets a pair of yards out of it. It's second down.
Whistles now and a timeout. So defensively, they burn it here with 1:51 left. This, in all probability, another run here on 2nd and 8. Up the middle they go. Schaefer. The Vikings going to use their 3rd and final timeout as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. Now play number 8 on this drive, and they need 9 yards to pick up the first on 3rd. He'll look to throw. He finds Douglas complete. And this is going to turn into another first down as the tackle is made at the Vikings' 22-yard line. Give him 10 yards there as this offense is on a roll. This drive continues to plunge forward. And defensively, they were in zone coverage there. Do you have to be a little careful? You're losing playing against a good quarterback like he is to not play too much zone?
Yeah, you have to be careful about how much time you're giving up. I think it's a good point you just brought up. So maybe if you still want to play zone, you go to a zone blitz scheme. And you can drop anyone out of your defensive front. Defensive end, defensive tackle. It doesn't matter. You just exchange someone to bring more pressure towards the quarterback and still try and cover downfield.
Victory very much in sight now as they'll take a knee. So plenty of smiles for the folks here as they head for the exits. It's a victory for their hometown guys, and they were spurred on by a strong performance in that 4th quarter as they held their opponents off the scoreboard.
Everyone wants to pitch a shutout for the entire game, but when you throw one in the 4th quarter, that tells everyone that you're getting stronger and dominance is starting to take over, right? The way that you close, the way that you finish, that gets preached to you from the time you're playing Little League football all the way up through. And they closed them out with a big-time performance down the stretch.
So for the home team here, they climb to 6-2 on the year as they close in on the midpoint of this 17-game schedule.
And